Hello, 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 everybody. Did you miss me? I missed you. It's so good to see you again. We are back with the wonderful party for another episode of Taeves Tall Tales. I am very nervous today, and it's no real particular reason as to why. It's just anxiety deciding to try and kill me, as it were. But I'm here. Hello, hello. I am playing a card game in Genshin and did a bunch of baking today for a Christmas party tomorrow, so I'm pretty good. You? Hell yeah. Lovely to hear. That's a serious question, right? I always miss you. Oh, Mally. You're adorable. I am just going to take this opportunity while I cannot hear my players to tell you that Sage did this amazing background for us. And you will not believe what the rest of this looks like. I'm going to bring you over into the big old face cam that I call it. There we go. Hello. There we are. I'm here. I'm going to turn on Discord. As soon as I remember to put Discord into it. Because I apparently did not put it on this fucking one, did I? Because I am useless as a human being. Oh, love the artwork, it's amazing. Hell yeah, Peachy did it. The joys of new OBS scenes, yeah. It's a whole thing. Let's transition so I actually get that. Okay. So, I'm going to quickly unmute. No self-depreciation, damn it! Didn't think you could hear me.
I think I've seen an alternate version where it's like, thank you God for not making me French. Oh God! You came at the wrong point. It's talking about me.
For the purposes of...
We're going to I'll post the meme I was talking about in the shitpost channel, but I was talking about a meme.
For legal reasons, we do not hate the French.
No, we love the French, it's fine.
Oh God.
That your chat. I didn't expect you to just...
I realized that I'd already gone in, and I'm like, I can't warn you, so here we go.
Oh no.
Lies and slender, you're not useless, you've never been. Oh, Mally.
Oh my God, why am I like this? Hi, chat.
You should now be able to hear Discord, so if you cannot, please let me know. But yeah, unfortunately today, Albus is out sick. He has COVID, so he will not be joining us today. But nonetheless, we are still prepared to go forward, because I spent a lot of time advertising this shit, and you can't change those deadlines once you've actually set them, unfortunately.
Albus ate too much bad stew.
Turns out that stew he ate last time, bad stew. Bad stew.
Bad stew.
He couldn't even ratatouille it into being a good stew. I can do words.
Honestly, I had the same problem before I logged in onto Discord today. I was just like, words are hard, and I'm about to go and do a whole session where I do nothing but talk for 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours.
Hard.
Hey.
But how y'all doing in chat? It's nice to see you all. So I've had to withdraw on a few things. Not going to be using Roll20 today unless I have to. Not going to use D&D Beyond unless I have to. And that is not a problem with the sites, it's a problem with the fact that my internet hates me and is trying to kill me. You'll see my dilemma. But yeah. So, I'm just making sure everything's running okay. This all seems normal. Well, yeah, it kind of does. You can't, just to double check, everyone can hear Discord when they speak, right? Could you guys say something real quick?
Hello. If you can hear us chat, Sparrow will give us a luck blade.
I fucking will not!
You've already been granted that.
I fell for that once. Yes, we can. Bloody brilliance. I wasn't sure. But yeah, PG, there was something I was going to do for you. Hold on. I did it before. 1 second.
For those who are in the Discord, I put the meme that I was talking about just as Sparrow tuned in into our group shitpost chat, so I could justify why you came in a no context.
It was very funny. So, real quick, you see this lovely stream art that we have? This amazing character art that we have? Peachy is doing commissions, and this is their link. God damn it, brain. So, if you're interested, do check them out. They didn't know I was doing this.
I need to actually do my proper D&D one. But yes,
they're doing commissions, and I want to plug them. So
thank you.
And Sage, if you ever do commissions, you're getting a shout out too, because this is fucking amazing.
I will bear that in mind. Thank
you. Yeah, no, you'll forget, and you'll tell me about it, and then hate me when I shout you out on stream. That's how it's going to work. I can feel it. No stress, Melly. Good luck with the resume. And make sure you get some sleep. I'm a lurk for meow. Have a good lurk. Thank you for being here.
Be right back, actually. 1 second.
Okay. Sure thing. But yeah, I am a little bit scatterbrained, which is always fun. Thankfully, my sister has been helping me with some world building stuff. Her handwriting is stupid neat, by the way, and it makes me so jealous. Because her handwriting is so graceful and fucking, neat and printed, and mine is like a chicken decided to dance on a page.
Yeah.
So unfair. So you've got stream later, right, PG? You're going to be watching the Game Awards.
Yeah, we're going to do some Fortnite beforehand because me and my friends are really enjoying the new update. And then, the Game Awards are tonight. Well, tonight for me, probably early days for everyone else.
Yeah.
So we'll be live slug reacting because they do a lot of new game premieres during it. And Final Fantasy's also up for an award again. So
hell yeah.
Interesting.
That'll be exciting. Trying to think of... Welcome back, thank you. A dancing chicken is pretty cool, though. Unfortunately, Joker isn't here for chicken talk. Oh, no. What a sad coincidence.
What a shame.
What an absolute shame that I'm not going to be inundated with chicken puns. I'm just giving it a little bit to go live so everything is working. Don't forget that if you're in my Discord, you can see the shitposting channel live as my players go through things that are happening in the game. They will be shitposting there, and you can react to them. You can't post anything, I'm afraid, because we can read chat and you can just talk to us here, but you can have the joy of watching all the memes that normally get spammed during sessions. You actually get to see these. So, have fun. Sorry. I also have a gigantic thing of water today. It's bigger than my head. And it's working very well at keeping me hydrated. But I'm also a child and have at least 1 cup of coffee here, and we'll be having more as the session goes on. So.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right. Is there anything that you guys would like to say to chat before we get started?
Hi.
Hello.
I can't think of anything. We hope you enjoy the show.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think we could stick with this music, don't you? I think it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take us over to the party screen. You will notice that we have some updated graphics, all courtesy of Sage.
Oh,
it's
hello.
Goddamn amazing. All those,
look at the little body.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I am so in love with this setup. And you redesigned the stats cards so they don't look like my terrible work anymore, and it's the best. It made me feel so good to see them. I'm like, thank God.
They were fine.
That's sweet of you, but they were bad. they were fucking awful, and we both know it.
Oh.
No
Oh, look.
negativity.
Where chat is, it looks like it's on like a notepad now. That's fun. But no, I like that I've got the little. Wait, is that a little broken heart?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, it's so good.
You'll notice that Albus's note is stained with coffee.
I love that.
I fucking loved that. I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And of course, Wix is burned.
Yeah.
So cool. Again, Albus is not here. The poor idiot does have COVID. Or as we've been calling it in the Discord, hot people disease. And it's really disheartening because I'm the only one in like my friend group now, I think. Actually, Ambrose, Wick, have you had COVID?
I have, yeah.
I caught it earlier in the year.
Okay, so I'm legit the only person in my friend group and family group that has not had COVID. And
soon.
I'm just sitting there like, I don't want it, but also I've been calling it
hot people disease.
Chat looks like it would be a little hard to read on there, but I suppose normally Albus would be this. Yeah.
Normally you won't be here, chat. This is a privilege.
This is a privilege, and you know it. I can't really fuck around with that at the moment, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would.
The most I can offer is I have a Stream Elements plugin that lets you make them look like Animal Crossing text boxes.
Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so goddamn cool. But I have enough trouble with this shit.
Right? Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll take it.
I may need to.
Oh, sorry.
I may need to change the stream layout for next fortnight anyway. So if I do, then I can add a place for chat if we want like a permanent.
That would be really cool if you wouldn't mind.
Chat.
Oh. Okay. I could try maybe and bring it up. Darken, because if I fuck around with chat now, I'm going to break it for my stream. I know that I will, and it's going to be sad. And I can't really move it anywhere. Oh well. You guys know what you're saying. And hopefully YouTube will be able to read it, or will react to us. So, with that... Oh god, I just got 3 different pings. Why? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
It's so good.
I'm having a day, man. Okay. So, if we are ready, I will begin.
Yep.
One day I'm going to have an intro cutscene, and it's going to be so fucking good. But for the moment, welcome, adventurers and beloved guests, once more to Taeve, a land of mystery and magic, where dungeons and indeed dragons await. Where we left off... Oh god, that's fine. Where we left off, our intrepid heroes had gathered seemingly at random in Carrok Outpost, a small mining military outpost on the far edge of Grimgauld. There, while they rested, their minds were enshrouded in a dream, a nightmare, heralding death. When they awoke, their palms were emblazoned with a strange golden sigil that dipped and swirled down their skin and down their arm. Finding others marked with this, learning that they shared a dream, they decided to work together for the moment, if only for a moment. You met a few notable figures: the bartender, the warforged Armadillo, the blacksmith and her husband. You were tasked with retrieving a sentimental locket for the pair, and thus resolved to go into the forest to do so. Upon venturing into the forest, you were confronted with a curious glade. You learned, unfortunately, the hard way, that it was in fact an illusion, as you tumbled down into awaiting spikes. At the center of what you then learned to be a shallow pit was a large lycanthropic statue the trinket caught carelessly on his claws. You were able to retrieve it, but not before some strange creature attempted to make contact. Albus, at the first touch of this mind, fled. Wick was met with confusion and dismissal, but Umbra was greeted as somewhat a kindred hunter of sorts. It offered you a warning, do not return, and gave you blessings on your hunt. Injured as you were, you returned to the outpost with the help of a nearby friendly ranger and his faithful blue-eyed hound, who returned to the glade and in order to mark it for safety. Upon healing, gaining a reward, you return to the forest to then seek out that friendly ranger, only to find no sign of them. A deal was struck with the mysterious creature, promising blood in return for knowledge, and you were given a path to his location, one that passes through a local checkpoint. The final place they saw him was projected into your mind, but with a great sense of foreboding. Deciding it would be best to retrieve your wayward companion, you return to the outpost once more, and it is here that we will resume tonight. We return now to a somewhat busier outpost. I don't know if this is going to work, so let me know if the Sirenscape is too loud, by the way, people, because it does like to fuck around.
Nice.
Hubbub.
Can everybody hear that in chat? You should be able to, but sometimes it doesn't let me, so. Could someone just double check that you can indeed hear the music?
Oh, okay, okay.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to fix something, that's all. Sorry to interrupt the flow.
I can't hear anything on your end
Okay.
in terms of Sirenscape.
Alright. Then I will just quickly borrow something.
It was really bizarre hearing my voice in playback.
Yeah, it's the trippiest shit. Really is. Okay. You should now be able to hear it.
Okay, let me try again. Yeah, I hear it now.
I can hear it.
Right. Is it too loud? Is it fine?
Sounded good to me.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Excellent. So, as I said, we return to a somewhat busier outpost. A sort of frenetic energy that does not speak of an emergency, but it does imply a sort of urgency to the situation. The young bard's flute still plays. The blacksmith still rings with the sound of hammers and steel. Curiously, you do not see your companion. Instead, you see his companion, Batanlin, with a curious note pinned to his jacket. The little hair sort of looks up at you, twitches his ears, and wiggles like that little mustache of his as you approach. In a hand you don't recognize, but is scrawled in a hand that you do not recognize, is a message scrawled in somewhat hurried text. Your friend was taken to the clinic. He was possibly exposed to a virus and needs to be treated before being allowed to wander. Any questions, please seek out Osaya. I swear to God.
Albus has hot person disease.
I swear to God, this was a plot point before I learned that Albus had COVID. But the fact that he has COVID makes this fucking hilarious.
Actually, I thought you wrote that with like him in mind. He actually was.
I mean, come on. Like, I could have chosen a different plot point, but was I going to do that?
I'm going to sort of dip my head respectfully to Batanlin, and take the note. Do I recognise the name that the note mentions?
Roll me a history check. That is so loud in my ears.
Blacksmith.
History. Oh, I need to open my D&D Beyond page. I'm a professional. For history, that is going to be a 17.
17? Okay. So you've been in this outpost for a couple of days now, and you would know... You've not met this person, but you would know that Olsaya is the resident cleric, the one that's kind of in charge of all of the medical issues in the outpost.
Right. I'm going to show the note to Umbra and point out the name it mentions.
I'm gonna kind of like inspect it a little bit and then kind of look back to Wick and just kind of suggest like, oh, do you think we should go and pay this cleric a visit? I mean, I guess we shouldn't get too close to our friend Albus, lest us also get infected.
I'm going to nod.
Yeah, poor Umbra. Umbra is going to be like the only person other than NPCs talking.
Yes.
I'm going to kind of nod onwards and be like, well, I'm not sure if you know the way, considering we're both fairly new here, but can I like look around to see if I can gauge which direction we need to go in and maybe not look so much as like a lost bunny?
Until you said not look so much as the lost bunny, I was going to say, yeah, sure, you can do that. But now that you said that, you have to roll a deception check to see if you can pull this off. You'll get the answer either way, but whether or not you look like you know what you're doing.
Oh no! I got a 7.
Rip. Okay. So,
I was a Mr. 17.
you kind of look around, just back and forth. The entire little outpost is a lot busier than you remember it. Not in a sense that, you know, it's suddenly like packed, but there's quite a few more people out and about, and they seem quite concerned about something. After a few moments, you kind of do make out in the off towards the mines almost is a small healer's tent with the insignia of a potion bottle overflowing on a small sign kind of tacked to it.
Okay. Kind of like having nervously kind of like whipping around a bunch, the ears going like flying around the place. He kind of like spots it and points to it, kind of trying to brush off the fact that he was very nervous and very much failing to do so, and goes, I found it, it's over there. And kind of like
I'm Umbra on the head.
How tall is Wick?
Possibly shorter than Umbra, actually.
So that makes it even better. You just reach up, just...
Wick is... Oh no, Wick's fairly tall, actually. Wick's 5'9".
Oh, Umbra's 5'2", so yeah. You just bonk.
Okay. So you start to make your way over. There's this there's a bunch of chatter happening around you. The faint chitter-chatter of some rather small kobolds as they pass by, dressed in those same worn military uniforms that you've seen on a lot of the other residents. They look pretty happy, like not in a, oh, I'm so happy to be here today, but in a, it's a day and I'm not in trouble kind of happy. And they don't seem to pay you any mind as they just kind of step past you and make space and kind of keep walking. You get closer to this healer's tent, and as you get closer, you notice that it too, much like the tavern, is much more formidable than it first appeared. So where a lot of the other tents in this area are just tents, this one has been reinforced in certain sections to provide a more stable space, almost. So this is a more permanent building, as is the tavern, unlike a lot of the small tents pitched here and there. There are a bunch of people kind of moving back and forth. A few people lying on beds with bandages wrapped around them as people in these same black uniforms but with a white sash across their midsection, just like kind of like a beauty queen sash, but actually useful, and it's tied around. The one that catches your eye, however, is a relatively short, lean, delicate woman, short brown hair kind of loosely tucked behind her ears, with pale silvery skin. The thing that catches your attention about her are these two large snowy owl wings carefully tucked behind her. Simple leather armor with that same black theme, with knee-high boots, kind of moving back and forth, just kind of with a notepad in hand, looking with a pair of, those little tiny pince nez kind of at the bridge of her nose. And she's kind of watching everybody and making notes here and there.
I'm going to sort of wave to grab her attention.
She sees you, kind of blinks a little bit myopically for a second, like, you know how when you're focusing and you suddenly look up and it's like, oh, okay. You notice that her eyes are this pupilless gold as she looks up at you. Hi, Milo. My cat's here. I don't know if you heard her over the thing. She just holds up one silvery hand, just like a, 1 second, please, and is just going to quickly scribble down a note with very quick handwriting, passes it off to somebody as they kind of come past, brushes her hands down on the uniform. Hello, I'm Olisaya. It's nice to meet you. I don't recognize you. You're not one of my soldiers, are you? Are you feeling okay? Have you got a fever, a headache, cough, anything like that?
I shake my head, but I'm going to show her the note that I took off the townman, and with a sort of worried expression on my face.
Oh, she's going to take it and read it for a second. Oh, you're his friends. Oh, don't worry, he's perfectly fine for the moment. It's just, well, there's been a bit of trouble, you see, and well, one of the people that we were treating managed to slip away from us, and he's quite ill. So Albus was able to stop him, and it was very sweet of him. But as a result, he wasn't really in any sort of protective gear. So in order to stop this kind of thing spreading, we had to put him into quarantine, just for a little bit. At the moment, he's not showing any symptoms, though. So as soon as I'm able to clear him, I will. But as she kind of gestures around, there's a lot of people getting sick, actually. It's a bit of a problem.
I'm going to nod, look to Umbra.
Is there anything that might have potentially caused a kind of sudden influx of your patients? I don't know. While our friend is sick, we seem to have some time on our hands. So if there's anything we can do to maybe lessen a burden that maybe potentially doesn't involve us getting sick, we'd be happy to help.
That would be amazing. Look, come in. None of the people that have these symptoms are here at the moment. They've been moved to a more secure location after that. I did hear, though, that Thanos is shutting down the outpost until we get this figured out, so any help would be amazing. But come in. And she's going to turn, and her wings accidentally bump into something and knock it over, and she's just you hear this faint, oh, for fuck. And she fixes it up, sets it up, and then just reaches behind her and tucks her wings into this leather strap to try and hold them, and keeps moving forward. She kind of leads you in, and as you step inside the tent, you're hit with this wash of cool, sanitized air as a faint spell passes over you. You could roll in Arcana if you'd like to figure out what it is. Otherwise,
yes,
yeah. I will.
Okay. Anytime I get to roll, I want to roll. Never mind, I'm fucking dumb. I got a 4. I don't know magic.
12.
12? That was a 12, yeah? Sorry?
Yep.
Okay. It's pretty easy to figure it out. So, Wick, you know this to be prestidigitation. And it's literally just sanitizing you as you step in. It seems to be keyed to passing through the doorway. which is an interesting use of magic, but not a particularly unknown one. And as you get in, the whole tent is quite warm and welcoming, despite what it looks like on the outside, where it's very clinical. It's got this very homey kind of feel to it. There are patients in here. A few of them are bandaged in different places. One of them kind of curled on his side as a rather tall tiefling just kind of like pats at his head with a wet cloth, just very sympathetically kind of like stroking his hair. And she kind of, the Asimir nurse kind of gestures, "Come on, this way." Wouldn't do to talk out here and start a panic, of course. And she leads you in and leads you... Oh, sorry.
I just said I'll follow along.
Sweet. Like I said, I've had a lot of coffee today, so I'm just like, bleh. Yeah, so she leads you into this little side room that seems to be a little makeshift office. You could tell that she probably would see patients here as well. There's like a little examination bed to the side, but it does appear to be mostly an office for her. And she kind of gestures for you to take a seat before shrugging down into on top of a bar stool and leaning on the desk in front of you. Honestly, any help you'd be able to give would be amazing. It's this... That is a very happy music for what is being discussed. Hold on. 1 second. Oh gosh.
It's the choice of being a DM.
Why would that be? Okay, we're doing that one. There we go. Eventually I'm gonna get smoother with that, by the way, guys, but you know how it is. Yeah, so she kind of like curls her fingers just a bit. So it's happened in the last couple of weeks. Well, people have been getting sick, and I don't understand why. I don't understand what the illness is. I've seen a lot of illnesses, you know. I'm a cleric. That's what I do. I help people who get sick, and this one, I don't know what it is. A lot of our miners seem to be getting fevers and sores, and as it progresses, they start to lose the ability to stay conscious. We've lost a few of them, just to near catatonic states. And at the moment, your friend is fine. He doesn't have any of these symptoms, so I'm reasonably sure he's okay. I haven't been able to get the time to go and check him personally. There's been a lot to do, you know, with coming in and out of the mines, checking on miners, all that kind of stuff. But we don't know what it could be. Do you guys have any idea where we could look or investigate?
Well, she said is it specifically, is it only the miners that are being affected by this, or is it spread to anyone else?
She thinks for a moment. It started with the miners, I think. We've had a couple of people up here that have been affected too, but we didn't know that the miners were getting sick at first. So it's very possible they had a transmission vector there. Since we found out about it, we've tried to keep the mines not sealed, as it were, but just a little more restricted, I think. Thanos is pretty good at that kind of stuff, but I think it started with the miners, but they've not been able to tell us anything. By the time we get to them, they're barely conscious or suffering horrible hallucinations, like the one that possibly infected your friend earlier. He was convinced we were going to kill him. And I wouldn't kill him. Phil is a good friend of mine.
I'm going to think for a second, and then I'm going to take out a scrap of paper and write just one word: curse? Question mark.
Curse. I don't know. I've seen curses, but it could be. I just don't know anyone that would. There's not been anyone in town recently that seemed to have a problem with us. I'm sorry, I know this
I'm
isn't
going
very
to
helpful.
I'm going to sort of gesture in the direction of the mines
Yeah.
and raise an eyebrow.
You want to go to the mines? Or do you want me to talk about the mines?
I'm going to think for a second. What would I, as Wick, sort of know about the underground, and if there's any sort of dangerous creatures that might lurk down there?
About this
Dangerous
specific
gas.
underground, or about undergrounds in general?
About undergrounds in general, like does like some sort of equivalent of the Underdark exist in this world, or like are cave systems frequent, that sort of thing?
Yeah, no, okay. The Underdark does exist in this world. I'm not going to redesign something that's good. But you would know that a lot of mines do tend to break onto certain cave constructs. For the most part, it is very possible that that as they were mining, they might have come across something or found something in an old caveway. What was the last question you asked? I'm sorry.
I think that covers what I was asking, really.
Okay.
I'm going to sort of communicate telepathically with Ulasaya and sort of communicate what I've read about the underground and what kind of sort of underground creatures that might live there, and then sort of point again to the piece of paper that says curse, and sort of give an inquisitive look, like perhaps something down there might have caused it.
She kind of, like, as you do this telepathic communication with her, you see her eyes kind of close for a second, as if she's trying to pay close attention to what you're showing her. Well, there was a story, and I don't know if it's any good, because the person that told me this was one of the first victims. And he used to tell me stories about how there was something in the mines that was dangerous, something that we had to be careful not to find. But he was a drunkard. You know, you don't pay too much attention to those kinds of stories, especially when he tells them every day or every week, especially when he got drunk. And she kind of gets this like long-suffering look on her face, like, oh god, every week. The mine has expanded recently, though, so it's possible they might have found something. But I can't get soldiers to go in on a hunch. Thanos wouldn't let me. He's pretty forgiving, but even then. And she suddenly gets this, not artful, but as if she's had a brilliant idea. But you're not soldiers, are you? You could go in there, couldn't you? Would you mind? It could be dangerous, but I don't know what to do. If this is a curse, or if this is a curse, then one of the oldest curse-breaking methods would be to find the thing that cursed you and to take an essence of it to create a cure. If it's alive, you would maybe take its blood. If it's dead, you could take the dust that it has, or if it's an artifact. I don't know, though. If you could investigate it, that would help us a lot. I mean, I can't guarantee anything, and I mean, I can maybe get you into the mines, but Thanos won't be pleased.
I'll look at Umbro, hopefully.
I mean, if it will help you out and it will help out our friend who's sick and stop anyone from getting worse, I guess we can do a small investigation.
You two are lifesavers. Thank you so much. And she's like super happy. Like instantly, like her whole mood has brightened. You see her wings kind of shift and those feathers flare a little bit, like, excitedly. I've been going out of my mind. These people rely on me, and I've had no idea how to help them. And the only thing I could think of was maybe there's something in the mines, but no one would. Well, not that that was the only thing I thought of. First, I thought it was in the water, and then I thought it was in the food, and then I thought it was maybe like a person transmission vector, and then I thought, if it's a person transmission vector, why aren't all of us sick? And she kind of catches like that she's been rambling for a few moments, and then stops. Sorry. So I will. I can send a letter, or I could talk to Athanos for you and ask. Might be easier, but he might say no. And if you say no, you might not be able to go in. So what would you like to do? I should probably ask you. And she kind of like scratches like her hair, shifting it a little bit.
Have we met with Thanos before?
You have not.
I'm going to kind of look towards Wick and kind of shrug and kind of go, well, if asking someone is going to potentially stop us from it altogether, isn't it better we go in now and ask for forgiveness later?
I'm going to sort of think for a moment and then nod, like I sort of agree with this this proposal.
Okay. She gets this kind of look on her face, and it is mischievous. This is a person that is like, oh yeah, these are my people. These are my people. So, at the moment, and she kind of leans in real close, Thanos is dealing with shutting down the outpost. He's going to be pretty distracted. I could maybe distract him a little bit more by asking his opinions. That'll give you a good 10-15 minutes to get into the mines without being observed. You've just got to watch out for the kobold. The mine supervisor. He's nice, though. Just, you know, a little awkward. Roctillion is sorry, I had to quickly look up his name, because my notes are here. Roctillion is adorable, and she's gonna dig around in her pockets and pull out a small couple of shiny silver coins. Give these to him. They're not actual silver coins. They look good, but they're not real. But he likes shiny things. So I'm just gonna hold them out to you.
I'll take them.
Wait, as you take them and they land in your hand, can you make me just a quick what check would this be? This would be let's call it a wisdom check.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. They land in your hands, and there's this faint flutter of warmth from the lantern at your side, but nothing else seems to happen. I don't think I'd be able to pay you guys, but it would really help.
The payment is in saving our friend, so I'm not, it's a simple trade-off, really.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Just let me know when you're ready to go, and I will talk to Athanos for you. And at that, she kind of looks a little bit awkward, but also like hyper at the same time.
Well, I look towards Wick. I'm ready to go whenever you are, I guess.
I will begin to nod and then put a finger up as if to say, wait a second. I'm going to like stand up and brush myself off and just put my hands in a stopping motion as if to say, wait here, and head outside the tent for a second.
Okay.
I'd actually like to unshutter the lantern at my side and just look at the flame, because I noticed something from it. If it's trying to tell me anything, I'd like to try and discern what it might be.
Okay. You kind of step outside. There's still that hustle and bustle of activity back and forth. Music. There we go. As you lift it up to eye level, and you look at it, this flame is, as long as you've had it, it's been flickering rather steadily. It doesn't seem to vary too much in its thing. At the moment, though, it's almost like it's pulsing. Just little embers flickering off of it.
Interesting. If I hold the sort of coin, the silver coins closer to the flame, does it seem to sort of respond to that?
Make me a perception check.
That's better. 17.
17. Very nice. As you move the coins closer to this lantern, you see the flame not really like flinch away, but almost reflexively wave just a little bit away before coming back. Almost like when you bring a magnet close to something and you just see like it just influence it just a little bit. And you notice that on the coins they're very clearly, like in the light of this lantern, they're very clearly fake coins. Like, you're not sure how you could have taken them to be real coins, looking at them in this light.
Interesting. If that's all I can ascertain, it's more I could potentially done, but I don't want to waste any time, so I'll head back into the tent.
We have plenty of time. Relax.
I mean, not like stream wise, but like in terms of in-game time.
Okay. So you head back in. Lantern now safely shuttered at your side. The warmth now back to being a normal, gentle warmth. And you make your way back into that side room where Umbra and Olisaya are waiting. Olisaya currently has another notebook out and is furiously scribbling in, and you can see from where you are, Umbra, it is an alchemical concoction. You're not entirely sure what it would do, but she seems very intent on it. Just trying, it's like she's been, not possessed, but like, oh my god, this is an idea. I need to write this down before I forget this idea. And so she's scribbling it out.
He's just gonna kind of, you know, when like you look at something and you know the meme of the woman with all the like symbols that are like going around her head and she's looking really confused. He's kind of like that, and then kind of like, I guess not really knowing what to do, kind of just like literally just twiddling his thumbs, maybe kind of like nervously, you know, when like someone like goes to like brush their hair or plait their hair, but he'll do that with like one of his ears, just kind of like nervously, just like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I'm just gonna wait here because I guess like I need to wait for Wick to come back.
Okay. Okay. So you come back in and you're kind of greeted with this scene, Wick, of Umbra sitting somewhat uncomfortably as Olisaya is feverishly writing in this book, her wings kind of shifting back and forth. You notice that the leather tie that she uses to hold her wings in place has indeed come undone. Again, as she's writing, and it just like she moves and like her wings shuffle. You get the feeling that this is a reoccurring problem for her. And she looks up. Right. I need to talk to him. Okay. Do you get health potions? Do you have spells that can heal yourselves?
I'll nod at the second.
Okay.
Second
I know
question.
1 healing spell.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, didn't want to. I don't know what's in those mines, and while the soldiers do a very good job of keeping things clear, you know, I could never live with myself if I send somebody into danger that, you know, isn't prepared for it. So, she's gonna pat down and then reach under her desk and pull out a small healing potion and place it on the desk in front of you. It's just
We get a potion?
It's just a general. It's not that strong, but it's what I have on hand. We've had a few influxes of bad damage lately. A lot of people are getting hurt or sick, and we're a little bit short. But if you're gonna do us a favor, and she is going to finally put it down in front of you and slide it forward, then please take this. It's the least I could do.
I'll kind of take it and then like slap it into my satchel and kind of give like a somewhat genuine smile, like, we really appreciate this. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. You can't imagine what it's been like. I mean, and she holds up her hands, and for a second they begin to glow with this beautiful golden light. I'm a cleric, and I heal people, and nothing I do is shifting this. People are dying, and I can't help them. So, having someone willing to look into this for me, it means a lot. So, seriously, thanks. And she's gonna stand up, and like that gold glow is gonna disappear. She's gonna dust herself off. All right, you guys can come with, and then just when I distract him, make your way over to the mines. But don't do it too quickly, because he'll be looking for me to do something weird. He is very smart, and he's caught me before. She kind of like looks a little deflated at that. But you're not me, so he's not going to think I had anything to do with it. And she's going to, with that, it's just going to walk out back into the cleric tent. As she does, there is this loud clatter. A loud, and then a shout. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my volume's very low. Is that a bit better? I just got a DM saying that my volume was really low. Sorry.
Well, you're fine on our end, but I'm not listening to stream audios.
I was accidentally backspaced on stream, and I was like, "Oh wait, come back." Yeah. I can check. I mean,
how is
chat.
How's Sparrow's volume sounding?
Is my volume any better like this, or is it still really quiet? Because I can mess around with it. I've put everything through another compressor, just to make sure. Fine by you? Sweet. Okay. Bit more? Okay. Oh gosh. Damn it. I'm fine. I didn't just fuck up. Everything is fine. And my mic stand is behaving perfectly fine. Fuck her. I'm so sorry, guys. It keeps dropping and I can't fix it.
Oh no.
Okay. How's that? Is that better? Is it a little bit louder?
You're good. Better now, a little louder maybe. Says Joker.
Okay.
Turn up all the way, Back to the Future style at the beginning, where like he turns it up all the way, and then is this what you want, chat?
I'm just going to say this, but it's really sweet. My mum is tuning in, and she's telling me to be really quiet, and I'm just like, oh my god! So you do not have to chat, but Sparrow Mum is in chat. So hi.
Hi, Sparrow's mum.
Hi, Sparrow's mum.
She's working at the moment, so it's really sweet of her to jump in. And I think she knew I was really nervous.
I need to behave now.
Yeah.
No.
Can't say anything disparaging towards the French.
No. She watched the last one, so she knows.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. I hope that's a bit
She knows
better.
we're a bad influence.
Yes. Yes. She watched you all bully me.
No.
Oh no.
Okay.
I swear. It's with love.
Hopefully that is a bit better, bit louder, because I have a lot of trouble with my audio on the outside. So transferring it, like editing it to YouTube was a bitch. So hopefully I'm a lot clearer now. Again, I had to put a few new compressors and voice gates. Oh, thank you so much for the contribution. Thank you. Okay. I forgot that was still up. Quick reminder, anybody that wants to do any sort of sound alerts, they are currently muted on my channel as we are playing D&D. They will be back on my other one. Oh gosh. Thanks, PG.
I'd quickly do a hydrate check because I was going to have a drink. I was like, wait a minute, gotta make sure our DM stayed hydrated too. If I'm drinking water, you're coming down with me.
You gotta suffer with me. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So yeah, there's this loud clatter and some frantic shouts echo out, Elisaya! Elisaya! And you see Elisaya kind of straighten up, and there's this, where she had been quite dorky and quite like relaxed almost when talking to you, there is now a rigidness to her that is very businesslike and focused. And she kind of immediately, like her wings, where they had been shifting just restlessly, now are snapped back and perfectly aligned, even with that leather strap gone. They're perfectly like tucked away. She is like in business mode straight away, comes out. As you follow her, you're greeted by a scene of somewhat carnage. Not like nothing in the room is broken, but you see a average height man with quite a muscular build, short spiky white hair with a hexagonal scale pattern on his forehead, cheek, and cheeks, with a scar from cheekbone to chin. He's got these emerald green snake eyes, reinforced leather armor as well, with this longsword kind of like at his hip. He's currently supporting what appears to be a large Goliath, who is currently missing his arm, and blood is like kind of soaking into his side. I need your help, quickly. Put him down on the bed over there. And she points. And almost immediately, there is like, where there had been goofy kind of energy is now deadly serious and calm. And she begins barking orders at other members in this area, just like, you know, I need this, I need bandages, I need towels, does somebody get me these materials, this kind of thing. Why do I have to do that? Okay. I will, next time, unless it's important to stream, don't tell me. Quickly check thing, because I'm in the middle of something. But thank you. And lol. Yeah, so she kind of like is giving out these commands. And she's like, what happens? Thanos, what the hell happened to him? And whoever Thanos is, this must be him. As he kind of responds, we were attacked in the forest. Something big. Something with a lot of sharp teeth. I'll be going back out there after it, but... took off his arm in almost 2 seconds. I had to get him back here. Can you help him? Can you save him? And at that, she kind of like looks up, catches his eyes, and places, admittedly, because she's been trying to staunch this wound, a bloodstained hand on his shoulder. I've got him. I'll take care of him. I always do. Don't worry. I got this. Although, and you guys see this? Her wing gives a little artful flip towards you, just like a flick out the back. Although I could use some help. Do you think you could help hold him down while I do this? And like that is said just slightly louder than the rest of it, as if she's trying to be heard over the din that this patient is making. You could speak to him if you wanted to, but she is clearly giving you a signal to be like, you can go. Yeah, I've got him.
I'm gonna like side-eye work and be like, all right, this is our chance, let's go.
Do I get the feeling that she is as confident that she can heal him as she sounds?
Roll me an insight.
That is not bad. That's an 18.
There is calmness in her. There is a steady resolve. If she cannot heal this, there is not a lot of people that could. she's got this. When it comes to like healing and shit, like she is laser focused. Everything else is just a bit of a crapshoot, but this is her niche. She's got this.
I'm going to nod back to Umbra, and I guess we'll try and slip away as nonchalantly as possible.
Okay. You kind of carefully make your way through the commotion that's kind of happening. Nurses that kind of step around you, they don't really question you. They're just like, I need to get over here and help. There is an alarming amount of blood on the floor. Because even though they staunched this wound, clearly it was an arterial kind of cut. The whole arm is gone. So it's a lot of blood. Curiously though, there's a good moment for about 5 feet either side of the door where there is no blood. And it takes you a second to realize why that might be.
Magic.
Yeah. The precipitation is just over the door in that exact space. So that got cleaned as they came through. And so, yeah, you have your opportunity. You're gonna head out, or
we'll make our escape, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna get out there as quick as we can.
Okay.
Run for it.
Okay. Okay. So when you get outside, there are a couple of people there. They appear to be soldiers, though most people in this town are. They seem to be a little bit bloodied, a little bit bruised up. You would assume them to be compatriots of whoever had just been brought inside. And they kind of look at you, and there is a wildness to their eyes. Is there any news? Is there any news?
Is this directed towards us?
Yeah, as you guys have walked out.
Oh, so they think we like, oh dear, Umber isn't used to dealing with people when he's not dancing. He kind of tries to keep his cool and kind of just says, kind of like, you know, when like you give like a half truth. Well, we were just there visiting our friend, or at least trying to, but we haven't really found out anything else yet ourselves. We're still somewhat in the dark as you are.
And you see that kind of like deflate into tension and depression. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for bothering you. I hope your friend is okay. But
no,
Olasai is one of the best. If anyone can help, she can.
I will nod in affirmation at that.
Umber just feels a little bit guilty now, but he knows that like we gotta get on, and we gotta like, if we won't be any help if we like reveal the plan immediately kind of thing. But he's just like, oh, don't be sad, please. I'm not good with human emotions.
Who fucking is? But like seeing this, they return to their kind of little huddle, worried steps, kind of pacing in the dirt. They're not making any attempt to stop you or anything like that. They're just clearly waiting on their friend. You can see that they're a bit bloodied as well, and a bit of that has... Peachy's voice is super loud and yours is very low. Why would you wait until to tell me this now? And I can hear Peachy, just Peachy, but can barely hear you. Okay. First things first.
I'm just a really loud person. It's fine.
I'm going to up Sage a little bit. Let's see.
Oh no. I'm self-conscious now.
Yeah, you're fine, don't worry. I tend to have my volumes low for people on Discord.
Right.
So...
Oh, I feel that way constantly. If I have anyone in my Discord on stream, I constantly have to turn them up because I'm just like, I'm really sensitive to noise, and like I'm constantly having to turn everything else down, but then that means that no one else can hear shit on my stream, and I'm like, yeah, it's loud.
Yeah, right? It's ridiculous.
Forgive me.
Is this any better? Has this fixed it? I've fucked around a little bit with my settings, so maybe I need to turn it up in Discord. No, I can't. That would be stupid. Like, I'm not hearing myself.
Good.
No, it's not any better. The fuck?
Do I need to turn myself down?
No, you're fine. It's the fact that I'm having things. I can try. Let's try removing the compressor for now. See what happens. How's that? Is that a little bit better?
You did get a bit louder for me on my end. No, not that that's a problem. I can always, I mean, brackets lovingly, I can always turn you down. So.
That is immediately louder. Is that, so that's better? Hopefully you can't hear anything else because now my compressor is not working. Like I had to turn it off. Now it is? Okay. Peachy is he, they. He, they or he, him, by the way?
He, they is fine for me.
Okay, yeah, so just so you know, Joker, please.
They mean my pronouns.
Okay. Yeah, just there's no guilt. I just wanted to
yeah, it's fine.
That's all. It's easier to correct than it is to have to go later. Like, actually, no. Okay. I'll just refer to Peachy
The
as
peaches
from now on. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh, all right. Okay. Hopefully this is not too loud. Yeah. Okay. So you guys were outside the cleric's office. The soldiers have kind of stepped aside, let you pass. They're not really paying too much attention to you now. Just kind of very concerned with each other. You can see that they've obviously been helping carry this guy back. With oh gosh. They've obviously helped him carry this person back, and it's clear that they care a lot about him. But the rest of the town is still hustling and bustling, and no one seems to be paying too much attention to you as you leave. So, are you going to head to the mines, or is there somewhere else you'd like to go first?
Let's go straight for the mines.
I think we're going to the mines. On the way, I'm going to sort of shoot Umbra a worried glance. I'm going to sort of telepathically, I will recall what the scaly man said about encountering some sort of monster in the forest with the sharp teeth, and I'm going to also recall the statue of the lycanthrope type creature we found in the forest, and shrug as if to say maybe there's a connection there.
Maybe. I mean, something biting someone's arm off, it seems like maybe so, but I mean, when we were there last time, I didn't get any malicious intent, so I guess we can't entirely rule out that it wasn't them that were maybe trespassing onto hallowed ground, if you know what I mean. There's too many unknown variables at this point. But it's a pretty solid theory for us to go on.
I'll nod. But I won't say anything more. I guess keep walking.
Okay. So as you kind of pass through the ruins that the Carrok Outpost is built into, kind of lead to this very built mine. Like you can see that the entrance has been reinforced. Suddenly very low again. What the fuck? Would it be a sparrow stream if shit did not go wrong? I swear to God.
Honestly, are you actually a streamer if you don't have a little bit of like technical issue or a little bit of scuffness? I think not. You gotta have a little bit, you know.
When I leaned into the mic. Okay.
You just gotta eat the mic. You know that Vine where the guy's like, "Tell us something your mom doesn't know," and he goes, "Oh." You gotta do that with your mic.
Okay. Well, hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm going to hate myself later on editing this because hearing my own voice just does things to my
hate
brain.
him. I hate him. No, that's such a mood.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I think everyone hates their own voice.
Yeah.
Okay, focus. So this, the mine entrance is quite reinforced. It's like a dark, like the stone is quite dark, and the inside has been reinforced with like steel and wood. Outside of the mine, however, is a small kobold dressed in the black, the little pips at his collar, with mining tools on his side, and he's pacing back and forth angrily. His skin is this pale white with these yellow reptilian eyes. And he's just like pacing back and forth, looking very determined about something.
If we can catch a moment when we're not in direct line of sight of this kobold, I'd like to sort of pull Umbra to the side and put a sort of clawed finger to my lips to signal quiet. I'm going to remove my red cloak and put it in my bag. Then I am going to use my chameleon carapace to try and blend in with the rocks and the underbrush surrounding us.
Okay.
Wish I could do that.
So tell me how that works, because it's the first time you've used this on stream.
Yes. So basically, my lower body is almost entirely covered by this insect-like exoskeleton, covered in sort of short, fuzzy fur, like you would find on a moth's body, and sort of, you're not quite sure if it's like a conscious thing based on what you can see, but the sort of blotchy, almost like ink stains, sort of spread out from various spots on my body and spread, sort of changing the color of my carapace as they do, changing it from a sort of red, white, and black to sort of like browns and greys and muted green colors to sort of blend in with the environment.
Okay.
Even though you just blended in, I'm gonna, you know that thing where someone like tries to find you and like my hand is just gonna swipe like just at the air, not like with like intent to like hurt, but I just kind of just go like that, and I'm just like, oh wow.
It's not like invisibility or anything. It just gives me it just aids stealth checks.
Yeah, but I'm just there, just kind of like, I guess like I could do it like jokingly, just kind of like, you know, like whenever someone wears camouflage, it's like the dad joke of like, oh my gosh, where's his legs, like kind of thing, like kind of like, I can't see you, I am now what, like kind of like just still like marveling at the fact that you can do this.
If I had pupils, you would see me rolling my eyes.
You go to do it, and all I see is more darkness.
Okay. So you kind of let the colors around behind you meld with you almost in that way, and you watch that kind of pattern ripple across your carapace. What are you gonna do?
I'd like to sort of poke my head out and look at the terrain sort of surrounding this kobold guard, and then I'm going to take out these coins, and I'm going to take one, and I'm going to like sort of like flick it, you know, like when you flick the coin with your thumb, if you're like flipping a coin, just flick it out into the middle of the road and see if, or sort of the path leading to the entrance in front of the mines, and see if the guard, what's his name, Reptilian, notices.
Okay. Make me a dexterity check. See how well you do it.
Damn, that's a 4.
Okay. So you flick it, and unfortunately it just kind of like lands about 5-10 feet in front of you. Not where you intended it to be, but it is indeed in the path. I'm assuming you're about 15 feet from him, by the way.
Yeah, thereabouts.
So it lands in his path, but not in a way that would not kind of point him towards you. But he has not yet turned around, so you'd still be able to move if you wanted to.
Does it look like he's about to turn round? Does it look like he just hasn't noticed the sound at all?
Yeah, it just looks like he hasn't noticed the sound.
I'm going to pass the other coin to Umbra. And see if he's any more successful than
you know when people like do coin flicking, which is something I really wish I could fucking do IRL. I'm gonna kind of like classic like fantasy-esque. I'm just gonna like flick it in the direction of where we want it to land, and kind of pray to RNGesus that I do well.
Fair enough. Make me a dexterity check. See how well you do.
There's my dexterity. There it is. Why am I rolling so bad today?
Oh no.
What is wrong? I got a 4.
Okay. This time, however, as it...
I could always charm person, just saying.
It lands, and you see the kobold kind of stop, shift, turn, very quickly, very like sharp movements. What's it? Who's that? Who are you? As he kind of like comes over. As he looks at you, having made the noise, he does look down. Shinies! And is immediately going to go for them.
Okay. Abandoning any sense of stealth, I think at this point I'd just like to dart past him.
I'm gonna dash past him into the... Be like, enjoy it, and then like run.
He grabs the 2 fake coins. But you're not supposed to... It's dangerous. Never mind. He doesn't seem to be raising any alarm, however, as you dart into the mine. Okay. So, let's see if I can change up the music. As you enter the mine. The mine is a rather large, at the start of it is quite a large cave, tunnel almost thing, all reinforced with thick, heavy supports. That's the word. And as you make your way in, the change in temperature from outside to inside is immediately clear. It's like outside was not particularly hot, but as soon as you step inside, there is a coolness that settles over you, that kind of settles into your bones. It's refreshing in a way. The ground is like clear stone, and you can see drag marks from like carts and wheels that have been through here. Big, heavy things that have been dragged out. And it leads into this large, more open cave where you could see there should be people here. There should be a lot of people here. There's functioning things for people to be at, but it's empty. It's all empty. You take a look around. It's quite large as caves go. You feel like this has been hollowed out a bit more, should make room for people for this to be a center of operations as such. What is your passive perception, both of you?
Mine is 12.
11.
12 and 11? You can hear, just on the edge of hearing, someone coughing.
It's Skull. I guess it's kind of like I kind of look towards Wick and kind of very like try and whisper, bearing in mind we're in a cave, but still keep my voice down and be like, should we go investigate the coughing noise?
I'll nod.
Okay. And I'm gonna kind of like cautiously, with like one like foot in front of the other, just kind of like make our way closer towards the sound.
Okay. Are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you trying to do it just normally?
I'm gonna do it stealthily, just
Okay.
because we don't like. Yes, it might be coughing. It could be someone in danger. But on the other hand, who
Could be
knows what it could be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a in preparation, I'm going to once again use chameleon carapace, this time to adopt a sort of to adapt to the sort of relative darkness of the inside of the cave, with less green, more sort of brown, earthy colours to my exoskeleton, and I'm going to take my hat and I'm going to put it over the top of my lantern, so hopefully any remaining light that might be seeping out is blocked out.
Okay. Okay. So both of you roll me stealth checks, please. I'm pretty sure chameleon
Go off.
carapace gives you an advantage on these.
Yes, I needed it actually. Stealth is going to be
15.
dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
And a what? Sorry, PG.
15.
Okay. You guys move pretty silently, and Umbra, you are used to moving quite quietly, but Wig almost vanishes beside you. Like, you know he's still there, but if you did not know, you would not pick him. You kind of make your way around towards the left to the sound of this coughing, and as you get closer, you can hear that there are other voices as well, and some of them are groaning, some of them are coughing, some of them are like whispering fevered things under their breaths, and you can see that to the left is this almost sealed off section. Like, clearly you're still able to pass through, but it's just not recommended. And across the door is a large white X painted, and underneath is written, "Do not enter except for clerics."
You know that GW meme where it's like, that can't stop me, I can't read. It's like Umbra's just gonna completely like just kind of like look at it and like open the door.
Okay. So you move forward. It's a smaller tunnel, and you can see that this one is not as clean, but it's certainly not like abandoned. And you can still hear the voices at the end of the tunnel. And as you kind of make your way forward in this dark place, the light there are torches around, and so it's reasonably bright where you are. And you kind of come around the corner into a room full of what appears to be very sick miners. And miners as in those that use a pick, not miners as in children.
Yeah.
Just for clarity's sake. I'm just like, wait a minute. They are in various states of distress. You can tell that they've been looked after. Like, there's fresh water, there's fresh food, there's, fresh bandages on them. But they are not looking well. A lot of them have sores that kind of like take up the side of their face, this rippling, horrible rash across their skin. Some of them are lying comatose, barely breathing. Some of them are actually restrained to the bed with these thick leather straps, and you can see that there are bandages underneath those straps to stop them like sawing away at their own skin with it. It's not a good room. It's a very uncomfortable room. They don't seem to pay you too much attention, but each of them does have fresh water and food beside them. So someone has been here relatively recently to look after them, but they don't appear to be here now.
Interesting.
So they look like they've received some sort of medical attention.
Yeah.
How close, sort of standing in the entranceway, how close are we to sort of the nearest miner?
About 15 feet.
Okay. I would like to do something that might potentially put me in a bit of danger. But I'd like to attempt to cast Detect Magic as a ritual. It would mean that we'd need to stay here for about 10 minutes.
I could, if you're fine with it, I could try and talk to some of the people here while you're casting it. So then I'm like,
I wouldn't recommend getting too close to it.
oh no. I'm gonna stay like the recommended like 2 meters away from you.
Yes, I'd like to attempt to cast Detect Magic to see if I can discern if any sort of any sort of magical effect has been placed on them.
Okay. Let me just look something up real quick. I mean, that is something you can do. I'm just how to answer you. Okay. So, yep, you can definitely do that. It will take you 10 minutes, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So while you bring your hands up, you let that magic kind of pulse between your fingertips, let thin arcane energy begin to weave its way into existence as you kind of like pull on the threads that make up the world. Umbra, what are you doing?
But I'm trying to like fend off a sneeze just then. Sorry about that. I am going to. So, did you say the nearest person is about 15 feet away? I'm gonna need to quickly do something. Just Google something. Okay, so it'll be 6 foot. If I can get about 6 foot away from him, or them, I'm assuming. Can I kind of, I guess, very like trying to keep a calm demeanor, and just kind of go, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. Are you able to hold conversation?
The person in the bed cracks open one eye, and you can see like their face is quite mottled with sores, and like their lips are chapped and bruised. They look up at you, and it takes you a second to realize that they're human. They appear to be female, you're not sure, but because a lot of the swelling has taken place and they're wrapped up in a lot of bandages, so it's quite difficult to tell. I hear you. I can. And she coughs. Talk. What do you need?
We're here to, essentially, me and my associate are here to kind of investigate what's going on here, so to speak, to try and figure out with what was the name of the cleric lady?
Olisaya.
Again. Osaya.
Olisaya.
We're Olsaya. Okay. We're working with Olsaya to try and put a stop to whatever this is, and I guess we just needed to ask a few questions to you, if that's all right.
I'm happy to help. And she gives another cough. But I don't know what I could tell you that I didn't tell them already. And her eyes kind of drift past you a little bit before focusing back on your face. But ask. I'll do what I can.
Oh gosh, now I need to think of questions. Do you were you in the mines when you started feeling sick?
She gives a faint nod.
Mm-hmm.
So, my mic is like right in front of me. I don't understand. Is this better?
I think it's just because you're speaking soft-spoken character, like ill soft-spoken character. It'll be quieter.
Okay, is this better though?
I can, yeah. I can.
I hope it's not too bad for you then.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so can hear you fine when you speak like that. All right, I'm going to change up her voice, just so we could hear her. So, all right. I was in the mines, yeah, but I don't know what happened. me and my friends, we stopped for lunch, and I mean, we're not supposed to technically eat down there, but it's just easier than coming all the way back up here. And well, we technically were supposed to get the water and food from up here, but we didn't. We had stuff from down there, which is normally fine. It's never had a problem. But it was down there that we got sick. So maybe it's something we ate, but it's weird. No one else is eating the same thing we have.
Interesting. Where you were in the mines, was it quite far down? Do you usually have to deal with, like, I'm just trying to think if it could be some kind of, like, me as not Umbra, but like I'm thinking, like, is it some kind of gas? I'm just trying to think, like, have you ever come in, like, were you recently mining before you decided to like sit down and eat? Like, were you actively working?
We were working on, well, we expanded the mine recently, and we were working on the new tunnel. It's part of a new interconnection, and she gives this long, racking cough, and then kind of like wipes at her face and winces as like a pull on the saws. Does take a sip of water before she continues, and it's just like, honestly, ever since we opened up that place, it's felt weird. But thank you for the hydrate.
He drinks water, you drink water. I now
Don't drink the water from the mine.
Don't drink the water from the mine.
It's weird, but I mean, yeah, we drink water down here, but that's the water the town uses. It just usually has to go all the way up first.
As soon as you kind of broke through into this new tunnel, did you remember feeling any different? Did you suddenly, like, even if it was something as simple as like a chill down your spine, was there anything that just felt odd, I guess? I know it could be quite a small word to describe something potentially big, but
She's very quiet for a moment. I don't know, but ever since we opened up that place, I've had the worst nightmares. It didn't happen before that, and ever since, I mean, even before I got sick, I had the worst nightmares as a result of it. I don't really like this new area of the mines, but it's probably just exhaustion or something. A bug going around.
And feel free to say no, because I know nightmares are very personal things, trust me. Is there anything significant about these nightmares? Is it the same one every night? Is it varying, but there's still some similarities? Do you remember them at all? Is there anything you would be willing to part in the case of these nightmares? Again, you can refuse. I know I'm asking you a lot of questions.
She blinks a little slowly. You can see like her brain kind of slowing and working. It is weird. It was the same nightmare, and then she stops, and her eyes go very wide, and then her whole face relaxes. She kind of closes her eyes, opens them. I'm sorry, I must have drifted off. Did you need something?
I'm gonna try something, just to be sure about a theory I'm now formulating. I'm sorry, we were talking about possible nightmares you were having. You were about to tell me what they were about.
I don't have nightmares. I don't know what you're talking about.
It makes you forget. It makes you forget.
At this moment,
okay.
Wick, your detect magic goes off. There is not a lot of magic in the room, other than your lantern, that you can kind of see. There is the faintest thread of magic around everybody in the room, however. It's like wrapped around their throats like this thin golden thread. But the gold is like, it's not the same as the gold on your hand. The gold on your hand is like purer, brighter. This seems tarnished. This seems like someone dragged it through the muck and the dirt and then wrapped it around these people's throats. You notice around some of the comatose ones, the thread is almost a thick choker now, whereas the others have this very thin line.
Can I tell what school of magic this magic belongs to?
That
if
is
any?
something that I had to look up. And judging from the answers that I received, you would not be able to tell what this is.
Okay.
And I can explain that, but it might give some shit away. But yeah, according to all the things that I'm reading, my judgment is that you would not be able to tell what school of magic this is.
Okay, that's fine. I am. So I'm going to turn to to Umbra, and I'm going to take out the piece of paper that I wrote curse ? On earlier. Using the opposite end of the quill, I'm going to erase the question mark.
Curse. You went from curse to curse. Curse. Oh, I love work. Oh my god. Okay. Kind of being able to confirm. I'm gonna kind of quickly turn back to the woman and go, thank you. I hope you feel better soon. And then I'm gonna kind of go back towards Wick and kind of look at them and go, I'm willing to re-explain, but I don't know if you heard any of the conversation I just had, considering you were mid-ritual, but did you catch anything?
I'm going to nod.
Oh, so you heard. Okay. So to re-explaining myself. I'm gonna kind of, you know, when you put like a hand on your chin to kind of like think and kind of like worrying. Whatever it is, in fact, it seems to be making people even forget the fact that I asked specifically about nightmares means there must have been something significant about what these nightmares were, which is a shame considering it probably would have led us to something, but you know, it's never going to be that easy. I guess, is your spell saying we should go deeper at this point, or?
That is a good question. Do these threads seem to be leading anywhere?
Yes, they are.
Oh!
They appear to be leading deeper into the mind. Curiously,
That's
though,
bold.
they seem to be passing through a wall, but you would imagine that they are passing through to something else in the mind. It is also a vaguely downward direction.
I guess we'll follow the threads then. I can maintain concentration for up to 10 minutes.
Okay. I just ran out of coffee, so I'm going to quickly put us to the be right back. I will leave you guys on if you want to talk to the audience. But yeah, I really need to get coffee because my brain hurts.
Please, yeah, go get some.
We will be right back.
I will also be right back in that case.
Okay.
See you in a second.
See you in a sec. You're good. You're good. It's important to coffee up.
Yes, I'm going to have all the coffee. I'm also like really confused why my fucking mic is being a little bitch today. So, yeah, that's fun. Oh gosh. We're just going to wait for Sage to come back, by the way, before we get back to things.
No, we've run away.
No. I do find it funny that, of course, we do the sick quest line when Albus. I had to concentrate and use his in-game name. When Albus is away sick.
Yeah, it's kind of fun though. It's funny though. Like perfect timing. You know?
Okay.
Pretty interesting though. I'm excited yet nervous to find out what we're gonna find.
I'm excited. I'm very curious, and there's going to be a lot of interesting things that you guys get to encounter. At least, hopefully. You guys are still good on time, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me know if that changes, obviously. Oh gosh, I'm just fixing some stuff.
How many things are you going to blow up during the campaign?
Answer many.
All the things.
Exactly.
All the things.
Every single thing.
Uh-oh.
I may not know any bomb spells or explosive, well, properly explosive ones, but that won't stop me.
That will not stop me.
I think maybe a better question would be how many things is Umbra? How many things is Umbra going to stab?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah. He can commit a few crimes as a treat.
As a treat.
Okay, well. Ooh, what am I getting? Okay, well. If everybody is ready, I am ready to jump back in.
Yep, I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready for emotion.
Okay. Hello again, everybody. So, you make your way out of this little side room, basically. This cordon off wing of this mine back into the open air. Well, not open air, but the open space of the cabin. You can see that the threads kind of lead from the room down a particular, so it comes kind of down, back and forth. You can see that they've kind of hollowed out a lot of this mountain as they've been going, and it kind of, the threads lead down towards the base, towards the tunnels at the base of it.
Okay. I think we'll continue to head down. Can Umbra see in the dark, by the way?
Oh, that is a good question. Let me look. Feats and traits. Inspiration trait.
I don't think you can.
Ooh. Oh my god, I have a character.
We'll be in senses.
Dark vision.
Character without dark vision?
I'm so used to playing characters with dark vision, it's just gonna be like,
it might be difficult to move stealthily if we can't see.
Wait, let me just check, because I've dancing lights. So I can use that.
Yes.
I can cast at will. Cantrip cast at will.
I mean, we can create light. The thing is that if we do, thing is, if we do create light, then we won't really be able to hide.
But then I'll be at stealth with disadvantage.
Well, it's more that,
regardless.
yeah, it's more that things will be able to see the light, so they'll know that we're approaching, regardless of how well we roll at stealth. But if you're fine moving not stealthily, then it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, my camera just... I was trying to fix it. Sorry.
Just figuring out because like this is the trade-off. Is like I feel like either way we're gonna forego some stuff, because if I'm going and stumbling out in the dark, I'm gonna be at disadvantage. For using light, it's still gonna be at a disadvantage, but then I can see. So it's like, do I want to fumble around in the dark behind Wick? You know what? We'll stay in the dark to try and at least save some kind of stealth. You know, I'll just be behind you and pray that I know where you are at all times. Maybe.
Okay. So you make your way down this thing, very carefully keeping your feet centered on the ground. A few loose stones here and there almost turn your ankle, but you manage to keep yourself upright and moving. The air begins to be more, what's the word? Fetid. You know what I mean? Like the fetid?
Yeah.
Like moldy almost. It seems to get thicker and thicker as you go down. As you get towards the bottom, you see those golden threads hanging in the air like some strange streamers lingering down one of the hallways before I'm gonna say it's about like 8 minutes or so to get down here, so you've still got a little bit, but you can see that they're starting to fizzle as your spell begins to wind its way down. Okay. You can hear the faint sounds of dripping water from some height into a lake below. But the passage ahead of you doesn't look as clean as the rest of them. The others are all quite orderly, cleared, kind of. You can tell that there is a procedure to follow, and they have followed it, whereas this one seems more natural. And you would assume this to be one of the new tunnels that they have just started excavating.
I'm going to point down that tunnel. Nod.
Okay. Are you guys going to make your way there?
Yeah. Nervously, yeah. I think so.
You have the option to go back to town if you want to.
Nah.
Let's just not play D&D. Yeah. Let's do something else.
Let's just like avoid any and all responsibility.
The best part is it's because you know me as a DM.
Yeah.
Afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I played Blaze in the Dark. I know when
this is what we signed up for.
I'm a mean DM when I want to be, but not in a way that punishes
I love
player.
it.
It just hurts them emotionally.
In a way.
It's just in a way that I'm gonna
scares you.
shit my pants. Yeah.
Okay. Let me quickly just switch up the music for you.
Whenever GM says, let me just switch up the music real quick, I'm like,
yeah. Let me put on my suspense playlist.
Yeah. Where is it?
Let me play eerie noises and spooks.mp4.
Okay, don't call me out like this. Where is it?
She's going to play the Goosebumps thing.
Oh, if I could get away with that, I fucking would. Okay.
Do.
So, to make your way down this tunnel, each step seeming louder and louder than the last. With your passive perceptions, Umbra, you hear a faint skittering sound behind you that is so loud. But it seems to have faded before you turn your head back. You keep walking, the air seeming to thicken. Each breath seems a little bit harder to draw than the last. Then a voice echoes out. Come to play, have you? This is my place. Mine. You can't have it. Go while you still can.
We don't want your place. We just want to find a way to heal the people that have been made sick.
No. If you want a cure for your little friends, you're gonna have to get it the hard way. Anyone who intrudes on my domain is punished. Have fun.
I know. Oh, this.
And then the next thing you hear is a snap. And I would like you to roll for initiative, please.
I'm gonna say, like, Umbra very clearly not like happy. It's just gonna be like, you wanna dance, buddy boy? Let's fucking dance, okay? I got a 23.
Okay.
We love hair trigger.
Hell yeah.
I know.
Okay. Let me get that down. Oh gosh, that's bright. Initiative. Umbra. 23? Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Wick?
18.
Nice. Okay, let me quickly roll.
This music.
It's
Oh,
good,
yeah.
right? I found it, I'm like, yes, mine.
Dramatic organ playing.
Not MP4.
Yep.
Oh, MP3, really. Not MP4.
Dramatic music playing. .org.
.org.
Okay, so all right. So top of the round is Umbra. Umbra. As that click rings out, you hear the fluttering of wings behind you, and as you kind of turn, you see these strange bats have descended from where they roosted. But there's something wrong with them. Where normal bats have like that fine sort of, they're not always pretty, but they look healthy. This looks like someone reanimated a bat after it was half eaten. They do not look good. And they're kind of clawing at the air to stay upright. And they let out these horrific shrieks that kind of like echo in your ears and echo around the cave. But you are first up. So, what are you going to do?
How is it looking in this cave? By the way.
Okay, so
Is it lit? Is it dark?
It is quite dark. There are no torches in this particular part. The cave itself is about 5 feet wide. Yeah, so about 5 feet wide. So you and Wick are like either in front of each other. Like, I don't care who is closer to, let's say, the water side or the cave side. So the cave side is the one that you came from. So which one of you is closer to the cave side than the water side?
I guess I'll have been in the front because I'm the one. I'm the only one who can see in the darkness.
Okay. So behind you, these bats have swooped down. There is also one on the side of the water in front of you, Wick.
So wait, how many bats are in this like little conglomerate on the side that's not on the near the water near me?
2 of them.
2 of them. And would you say how far away are they from me?
The first one is about 5 feet. The second is about 10 feet behind you. Behind it.
And so they're about 5 feet apart from each other.
Yes.
Okay. Can
You have an
I?
idea?
I can't see the look that Peach just gave me, by the way. I have them
I
open
have
on
an
Discord
idea.
so I can see them. Alright. Hit me.
Can I cast Shatter on the space in between the two bats? Because it's 60 foot, 10-foot radius, so it should capture them both in the radius.
Yep.
You probably want to put the point of origin just behind the rear one, because otherwise you'd be in the radius as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Thank you. As far as like, bring it, pointed it out.
Yeah, I
Can't
was
take more
actually,
damage.
but God damn it.
Thank you. I'll put it in a point behind the second bat, the furthest one away from me.
Okay, so what is it? What do you need? Like, does that require a save or what?
A creature takes failed save.
It's a Constitution. I think.
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what my. Oh, there we go. Okay, I've got the.
Okay. One is a 17. One is a 14.
Okay. Oh no! They both just succeed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay, 1 second. A failed save. But it takes half as much damage on a success.
Hell yeah.
So it still takes some damage.
Oh, wait a minute. The one that actually for the I forgot I had this. Yeah, for the one that rolled a 17, I'm actually going to cast Silvery Barbs as a reaction to force it to re-roll its saving throw.
Alrighty.
I'm screaming.
Natural 1.
Oh, it will fail, then it will take full damage. The other one will still only take half damage because the con is 13 and it got a 14.
Okay.
But thank you.
And then I'm going to give, as part of the same spell, give Umbra advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Wait, so is that the next time I?
The next time you make any one of those types of rolls, you'll gain advantage on that roll.
Nice. So I do you want to know what damage it gets? It's 12 damage.
12 damage.
So the other one will only take 6, but
yeah.
one of them will take 4.
That's fine. So you kind of bring your hands up with a loud. That is not what I wanted it to be, but we're going with it. It's supposed to be a. You kind of bring your hands up. What does your magic look like as you create this spell?
I'm trying to. So all of his stuff is more like desert-esque themed. So I like to theme my character's spells. The character Noctis, his is all fish and jellyfish themed. So it kind of I think now. My last okay, so I guess it will kind of look like just this big, like, you know when like you like clap really loudly and there's this kind of like wave of, like, you see in like cartoons and things, there's like the sonic wave kind of circles, like those rings.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like those kind of like rings just like interlaced with like sand and like sparkles as it kind of like plummets towards them.
It's like this moment of, and woo, as this almost pulse of energy goes out, it hits one of the bats, and you see its wing crumple inwards as it's slammed into the wall by the sheer heat of it. It is looking really badly hurt. The other one, the one that sort of managed to see your gesture as you made this spell, manages to arc itself in such a way that it is still knocked into the wall, but does not damage its wings. And it kind of lets out this angry screech as it comes back. Would you play the music, you bloody thing?
It's the bats. It was the sheer power of my shatter. It stopped Sirenscape. Okay.
Some bullshit is what it is. Sirenscape is so good, but I'm just shit.
No.
Okay.
We stop that. Bonk bonk. It's okay. Okay.
It kind of flaps its wings almost angrily, lets out this hellish like back at you. But what are you doing for the rest of your turn?
Okay. So it's just those two bats, and then the one that's like right by Wick in the water-esque area.
Yes.
I'm not in range, so let's say I did potentially move. I wouldn't be in any harm of what's it called?
Opportunity attacks?
Opportunity attacks. I was gonna say instigate an attack, but
one is within 5 feet of you.
oh
I
wait,
think
it's in it's within 5 feet.
Yeah, it got hit into the wall, but it's only a 5-foot space, so it just.
I'm just seeing if I've got any bonus action stuff.
Is the one that's next to me within 5 feet of me as well?
The one next to you is about 10 feet away from you.
Oh, okay. So there would be space for you to move if you did want to move between me and the bat, but you'd still provoke the opportunity.
No, I've got an idea, don't worry. But thank you. Can I bonus action Bardic Inspiration on Wick?
Yes, you can. I believe that is something you
Swag.
can.
Yay! I could use my bonus action. For context, I literally, like, if you've ever seen Fire Emblem, I do a little dance, a little, like, soft and full, like, pixie dust falls over you. You are now inspired.
And does this very graceful swing and turn. The fleur of their ears almost catches the light as this strange, almost sand glitter seems to dislodge from the ceiling, but it's so much finer than anything else in this cave, and it kind of like showers over you. You feel magic settle into your skin as you are granted inspiration.
They are sparkly as fuck.
Honestly, at some point I'm just expecting you to have a pocket full of glitter. You just.
Oh, I will.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. You know, lays it in your eyes. Now you can't see.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up, let me just check something. Oh god. Okay. There is a faint sensation of movement in the air, not coming from the bats. You feel this fluttering pulse and the sound of grinding stone somewhere ahead of you in the waterside area. But nothing seems to happen. Wick, you're up. What are you going to do?
Interesting. Okay. Ignoring the bat that's immediately in front of me for now, I'm going to focus my attention on the bat that is the most injured already.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Mind Sliver as I project a number of disorienting and frightening telepathic images into the mind of the bat.
Hell yeah. So do I need to make a save for that, or?
Yes, that's an intelligence saving throw.
Heck yeah. How smart is a bat?
Hopefully not very smart.
Hopefully not very smart.
Bats have a -4 modifier for intelligence. So it got an 8. So it's going
That will fail. So it is going to take 3 points of psychic damage and subtract a d4 from the next saving throw it makes.
That's not going to matter.
Nice.
So this final bat, you kind of... What does it look like as you cast this energy?
I imagine it doesn't really look like anything because it's all psychic, so I'm just sort of reaching out with my mind and like basically like it's difficult to explain. Like some like Charles Xavier from X-Men shit, you know. It's basically how I would describe it best. Yeah.
Fingers to the temple is kind of like
fingers to the temple. Yeah.
Yeah. It reaches out and you feel this overwhelmingly confused. Wow, that is loud. What the fuck? Is that as loud for everyone else, or is it just me?
I was trying to get quiet, so like I can hear it, but it's not like deafening my senses.
I don't think I heard anything.
Okay. So you kind of, it's just audible for you guys? Okay, good, because that was so fucking loud in my ears.
The
let's
things you
go.
do for stream.
So you kind of, you press your fingertips to your temple. This bat, you feel this confusion, pain, rage, more rage than any animal really has. And you feel that connection between it and something else, and you sever it. And you watch as all of a sudden its wings just stop in midair, and it just drops to the ground, dead.
I'll look a little forlorn, but I'm still determined to basically I'm in survival mode at the moment, so I'll turn back to the bat that's in front of me and sort of hold my staff up in a defensive posture, but that'll be my turn, I think.
Okay. So that one's gone. Alright. So next up is the bat in front of you, Wick. It is going to make an attack. Let me just make sure I've got its attack right. It's going to try and bite you.
Uh-oh.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 would hit. However, as my reaction, I'm going to cast Shield.
You don't have a reaction. You used it on silvery buffs.
I've had my turn since then, so I would have regained my reaction.
Okay,
yep.
My bad.
So as it attempts to bite me, a number of ironclad beetles are going to scuttle up over to protect the portion of my body where its fangs would
Creepy.
I love it.
Would try to pierce my skin.
Creepy. I like it. Okay. It kind of lunges in, and you see it chomp down on one of these beetles, kind of get nothing, and then flutter back, quite frustrated. But that is its turn. That brings us to the bat in front of you, Umbra, who is going to make an attack roll as well.
Oh no, about to get bit.
That is a 17 to hit.
So you said 7, and I was like, ah! And then I heard the teen, and I was like, fuck. That's gonna go through, unfortunately.
Okay.
Time to make a dexterity saving throw.
So, you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage as it flutters down and just like goes straight for the shoulder and just sinks its teeth in, like tries to take a piece of flesh with it before pushing it out, letting out this horrific screech again, which I'm not going to do for the sake of my listeners.
Motherfucker!
No, but that is its turn, returning us to the top of the rounds with Umbra. What do you know? You've just had a bite taken out of you.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, you know? Feeling very pissed. So is it still 5 feet in front of me?
Yes,
right.
Sorry, I was drinking.
Oh, sorry. I was timed out of stream to so I could see your face. Just want to check.
Hi, Crazy. Hi, thank you so much for the raid.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Yo, thanks for the raid.
I just figured I could actually respond to it while you were thinking.
Thank you.
Join us in some pretty tricky combat, actually. Let's go! Our intrepid party is currently being waylaid by some rather disturbing looking bats. We've already managed to kill one, but as a result, our dear Umbra has had a chunk taken out of them.
Yo.
We will defeat these bats with the power of friendship and incredible violence.
Exactly. Okay, so, because I just want to check, right? I have 2-weapon fighting. So does that mean I can attack twice, right?
Yes, so basically when you attack with a one-handed light weapon in one hand, you can make an attack as a bonus action with a light one-handed weapon you're wielding in your other hand.
Okay, cool. Well then, I am going to do that with I'm going to now I'm like, okay, now you've like really pissed me off, and I'm gonna pull out both my scimitars, and I'm going to I'm gonna use my first attack to slash at this little beast.
Okay. Roll for it.
Does a 17 hit?
You know what? It does. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's go.
I was so tempted
That
to say no
is-
and watch you like.
I watch my face go. Okay, that is a 5 I don't know, slashing damage on that on the
Okay.
first attack.
Okay. Nice. You bring it down and you slice into the meaty part of its shoulder. You see, it's quite disturbing because you see the tendons trying to knit themselves back together in this little furry shoulder.
Gross. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna kind of quip and be like, "It's not so nice when it happens to you, is it?" And then I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay, go for it.
I got a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Let's go.
Fucking hell,
So,
go for it. Crit.
Our first critical hit of the campaign.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
That's 9 slashing.
9 slashing. Okay, how do you kill this bat?
Wow. Kind of like, still mildly missed. You know, like, I'm a performer. You're damaging goods here. Like, fuck off. So I'm going to kind of, right, I'm gonna mention this. You know how Thancred fights where he like kicks up the blades and like spins them around, kind of,
Yep.
He's gonna kind of very show like flick the blade up in the air, kind of twirl around, and then just kind of slash across it, trying to almost like split it in twain.
Okay, you bring the blade down, and you swear for a second that the edge of your blade almost glows silver as it just cleaves through this thing. It cuts through it like a knife through hot butter. You just like straight through it, and the two halves fall to the ground. There's solid like blood kind of seeping out onto the floor. Well done.
I'm gonna kind of flick the blade to like clear it of some of the gore, and then kind of let out a little laugh and just kind of like, not so strong now, are you? And I will end my turn there.
Okay. That brings us to the next one. Okay. There is a faint rumble, and you see on the tunnel above you, thin lines begin to form.
Oh shit.
But
Is it gonna try?
for the moment, you seem to be okay. You can hear this faint whispering. Sorry. You can hear this faint whispering, this as magic seems to permeate the cavern. That brings us to Wick. What are you going to do?
Okay, so this cracking, is it localized to the area directly above us, or is it like the entire tunnel?
It appears to be the entire tunnel. It seems to be arcing from the water side all the way along to where you guys are.
Oh.
So I'm thinking either we have to press on and risk getting trapped, or we have to retreat and risk being unable to access this tunnel again.
Hmm.
Decisions.
Yeah. Either way, for the moment, I am going to focus my attention on the remaining bat. I am going to I'm just going to mind sliver, I think. So I'm going to force it to make an intelligence saving.
Hell yeah. Okay, so that's a natural 20. -4. So that is, quick math is
16,
Yes.
which
I got
would
there.
succeed.
I'm very tired. Okay, so it's going to succeed.
Okay.
Does it still take damage on a failed save?
No, it doesn't, which is unfortunate.
Okay, this time when you send your mind out towards this thing, something else shimmers in front of it, and your sliver just seems to glide across instead.
Okay. That is annoying. Does the ceiling look like it's about to give out, or do I reckon I still have a bit more time before it collapses completely?
I reckon you would be able to figure out that you've got maybe another round before that thing starts to crack down.
Okay.
That's probably a bit meta, but it answers your question.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm actually going to I'm going to move to the other side of Bra. I will risk provoking the opportunity attack.
It's gonna take it.
Okay.
It's better but still quieter than your play. I don't know why. Maybe
I'm just naturally a really loud person, so
I can remove. Let's try that. Am I buzzy or is it now okay? Like, Umbra, could you check for me if I sound buzzy on Zoom?
yeah. Let me just.
So sorry. But yeah, I can't. Like, I have to try. Not as good as usual. I don't understand what's going on.
You don't sound fuzzy. I just sound a lot louder, so I'd say just maybe turn me down just a smidgen.
Okay.
I do have my mic very close to me.
Okay. No, don't be sorry. Thank you, Crazy, for pointing it out. We've been having a lot of sound issues this stream, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I added.
Honestly, mic settings are a bitch.
You're just quiet, still clear. Okay. I might fuck around with the browser music, turn that down a bit. So I don't understand why it would be quiet. It could be that my mic is broken, because that has happened.
Can you change the relative volume of your mic input relative to Discord on OBS, or
that is what I'm trying to do.
whatever you're using?
I don't seem to be able to.
I wish I could offer more insight, but you probably know more about it than I do. So.
Use this. I literally, when I did my mic settings, I googled the I looked at a tutorial on like limiter and like compression things, and just kind of did whatever the Mr. Stream guy on tutorial told me what to do.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. Okay, how's that? Is that a little bit better? Has that smoothed things out? Yeah, I just don't have time. Like, I'm not trying to get out of it. I don't have fucking time anymore.
That's a mood.
You sound clearer to me. Like
I sound
earlier,
clearer
it was
now?
a little bit more like fuzzy, whereas now it seems a lot more like clear. You know,
Okay.
at least in my opinion.
I have added an expander and a compressor, so hopefully I sound okay. I'm probably just cancelling each other out, but it fucking works.
I'll send you later. I'll send you screenshots of what I've done on mine, just in case replicating it helps in any way.
Have you increased like the output volume of the compressor?
No, not yet. I can.
Because in theory a compressor actually makes audio quieter unless the output volume is increased, because
If I find a way to get more time, please share. I fucking would if I could.
Yeah, because there's no in-depth way of explaining it without taking ages, but basically a compressor reduces the difference between loud and quiet dynamics by basically making the loudest parts quieter, so then you can increase the output volume to make it all loud rather than some of it loud and some of it quiet.
Alright, I might remove the compressor, see what happens. Okay, so how does that sound? Has that completely ruined my audio? A live debugging stream setup. Yep, this is a Sparrow stream. I fucking know. Just once I'd like a stream to go well, you know? But no. Okay, is that any clearer, PT? Or am I blowing out people's ears?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to you?
I just listened to stream audio, and you do sound a bit more muffled on stream than you do over Discord. So I'm not entirely sure what the problem is, to be honest.
I'm going to try something. I just need to leave the call and I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I think might be happening is that it's routing through Discord first. So, because I had Discord voice call open before I opened OBS. So, how does that work? Has that changed it?
Not while I'm muted. Wait, let me check for you.
Okay, so hopefully that sounds a little bit clearer. I think, maybe. I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore, man. But yeah, I hope it's working okay. I hope I'm coming through.
Anyway, you can pull your mic closer to your face without it like knocking over. Or like turn it just ever so slightly more in your direction. I think I just caused it to break. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
It's
thought it broke it.
Has this worked? Is this better?
Let me check.
No, that's a bit clear.
That's a bit clearer? God damn it, I'm gonna have to hold this mic like this. I got my nails done, eh? I'm so sorry to everybody watching. I don't know what keeps happening. It's not a Sparrow stream unless I fuck up somehow, right? I don't even have a thing I can just, like, put it on either. How's that? Has that cleared it up a little bit? Am I still really quiet? Because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Nah, not you. It's not a Sparrow stream unless tech screws up. That's sounding good? Okay, great. So, better than me holding it. Are you guys hearing me okay in Discord?
Yeah.
Okay. You're muted, by the way, PG, so...
I got an eyelash in my eye, so I was like quickly sorting that out. No, you sound good to me.
Okay. Alright, well, let's do that opportunity attack that the bat just took.
Damn it, you remembered.
Yep, I did. That is an 18 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay. Oh! Mike, why are you doing this to me? Piece of shit. Okay, so that will be... Ouch.
Oh, look, please.
Ouch.
Ah, shit.
That is 6 points of piercing damage as this thing swoops towards you. Swoops towards you and just sinks its teeth. I figure you maybe bring your arm up to try and defend yourself, and it just gets a good chunk of your arm and tears free and flattens back. Another horrific shriek dropping from its lips. That will be its turn. That one is dead. So back to the top of the round with Umbra.
So, shit, you said we had about one turn left until things might start getting a little bit sticky. Any bonus action? You're good. Okay. You said there was about one more. Like, so is this the turn, and then shit is probably gonna go bad, right? I'm just debating whether to try and help attack or to start running. But I don't have any bonus action spells. So I'm just...
It was just my turn, wasn't it? So
yeah, we're back to the top of the round.
Yeah. So I'm just going to move to the other side of Umbra, and then my turn there. That's okay. Well, isn't it the bat's turn after me? That's okay.
It is really difficult because there's so many moving parts that you need to keep track of. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it hurts.
Actually, you know what? I'll still rebobs again.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, so it has to reroll.
It's still gonna hit.
But you do gain advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
The problems of having the same chair.
Ouch.
Okay, this is terrible. Again. No, you're not. Wow. Can you stop ruining my lovely outfit? There's so like blood going into me. They're ruining my flesh, but I care more about my getting blood on my nice outfit. I can. Oh my gosh, it is. I can hear you in Discord. Have you? We gotta get you a mic on your throne. Let's fundraise for it, guys. Give a mic on your throne. Yeah. Barrow is just gonna fix Mike. Be good.
We're once again experiencing tentacle difficulties.
Oh no! I thought we forgot about that.
Oh god. Okay, has that?
You'll never escape
have I gone
it.
back? Look, guys,
Let
I'm
me just check
Australian.
stream
I
audio.
swear. There we go. I hear. Okay. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, I could hear you on stream.
Not a sparrow stream unless I fuck up something. Okay.
It's all
Okay. Right. We were with you, Umbra. You just got attacked. You got bloodied. That was the end of its turn. So it went to your turn. What were you doing?
Okay, so I was thinking because ouch.
Out.
What do I want to do? I wanted okay, I was gonna say I might just attack it. So I'm gonna, I'm really annoyed with this cave. Like we came in here, we didn't want to fight. Why are you doing this to us? Like, haha, little gremlin man. I'm angry now. You've pissed off the rabbit. You've pissed off the wrong one. So I'm going to attack. So do I get advantage? Please?
You do, yeah. On this roll.
Thank God, because one of them was a nat 1. That's a 16 to hit.
16 will hit. Roll damage.
That is 6 slashing.
6 slashing. Okay. You make a chunk into this thing's wing. You bring your scimitar up and slice, and there's this horrid smell in the air that it's blood. You know what blood smells like, but there's something wrong with that blood. It is thick and gross. It's already been clotted for a week, kind of thing. As it kind of sprays across the wall behind you, behind it, not behind you. That would be a hell of a thing.
Wow, magic blood.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna attack it again. My 2-weapon fighting.
Hell yeah. Roll for it.
Only a 7 to hit. Does a 7 hit by
7
any
will
chance?
not hit, I'm afraid. This time it sees your scimitar coming, and with a flap of its wings, injured as well, it just manages to dodge in the air, letting the scimitar move past it.
Did you use your bardic inspiration from earlier, Wick?
I didn't.
Okay. Can I? I can't stack the bardic inspiration, can I?
I don't think you can. No.
Okay. I will. I can't. I don't know if I. If I move, it's gonna do an attack of opportunity, right?
Most likely, yes. Sorry if you don't.
Okay.
You can't see me.
I will end my turn. There then with
Okay.
kind of just like very moody, huffy, angry Aragon little lad.
Okay. You hear that voice again, that whispering, horrid voice layering a spell. And you hear the stone above you begins to crack open. On your next turn, that shit is going to start coming down. So, that brings us to Wick. What are you doing?
Need something big. Is this going to be enough? I don't know if that's going to be enough. I'm going to do it anyway. I will cast Wither and Bloom. So I'm going to summon a swarm of hungry locusts that sort of swirl in a cloud around the bat and Umbra. The bat is going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. 10 will fail. Unfortunately, I rolled really low. Like, really low. It is going to take 3 points of necrotic damage. But, Umbra, you can spend a hit die and roll it to regain hit points.
Nice.
Okay, how do you spend hit die? Oh, wait, it's in... I know it's something. I know.
If I had D&D,
I'm trying to remember how you
I
do
would
it.
tell you, but I cannot remember.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but your hit dice are d8s, I think. So what you would do is roll a d8, and instead of adding your Constitution modifier, in this instance, you're adding my Intelligence modifier, which is +3.
Nice. Oh, wait, that's a d6. Where's my d8? There we go. What was your modifier?
+3.
Okay, I get 5 back. That's better. That's good. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, that's basically what I lost from the last attack. So it's pretty iconic. And I'll just keep in my mind that I've used 1 hit die. So yeah. Chat, help me remember. Thank you. Okay. Particularly locusts.
So you see the locusts start to basically bite away at this bat. It kind of flaps in this locust swarm. It doesn't seem to be dead, but it is looking pretty bloodied.
I don't have much time to move. I don't suppose you use the optional rules from the DMG about moving through a hostile creature's space, like taking the tumble or overrun action.
I don't know what they are, so you can tell me about them though.
Basically, there's a couple of optional actions presented in the DMG that allow you to move through a hostile creature's space by using tumble or overrun as either an action or a bonus action. And basically, you make an athletics check in the case of overrun, or an acrobatics check in the case of tumble, contested by the hostile creature's check. And if you succeed, you can move through its space this turn.
Okay, sure, let's do it.
But So overrun. Yes, I think. Wick isn't very strong, but I'm. This is like a regular sized bat, is it?
Mhm.
I'm going to bank on the fact that this bat isn't very strong either. So I'm going to use overrun, and I'd like to make an athletics check contested by its athletics check.
Okay, go for it.
Oh god damn it.
What happened?
Oh wait, no, I have the inspiration.
You do have inspiration.
Is that a D6?
I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check for you. Yeah. Oh wait. 1d6. Yeah.
Big money. That is a 9.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, God.
So as you try to step forward, it seems to see your intent and move down in front of you, wings flapping, like death staring you.
That is annoying. Okay, well, I can't move through its space this turn, so I'm gonna probably be forced to get hit by falling rubble.
Let's go. Let's get hit by falling rubble together.
I love that you guys.
I don't want to.
But you're not going to.
I don't want to retreat. That's the coward. That's the coward move. I'm gonna stay where I am and risk potentially getting very hurt.
Okay, that is your prerogative. All right, is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay, it is now the bat's turn. Who is going to make an attack at you? Fortunately, it's going to get us 3. So perhaps in its attempt, like it moved to try and get you, and you see the flutter of its wings, the way it's moving, and you just have this like moment of clarity as it lunges for you. You just turn and let it move past you, and it swings back around, flapping angrily. But that is its turn. Umbra, you're up.
Okay. Well, because we're not falling, and I'm ready to get hit. Just trying to think. Everything uses. Why do I have everything that uses actions? Why
Because
can't
pretty much everything in the game does use an action.
I know. I just wish I could because I have a healing spell, but I don't want to use it when I can attack. You know.
Bards can learn healing word. Maybe next time you level up, you could replace cure wounds with healing word.
Yeah. Okay. Because I've been in battles. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna attack this guy again with my scimitar.
Roll for it.
Oh, we're just going for it now. That was a 6, which I know isn't gonna hit.
Ouch.
So I'm gonna use my second attack to try and attack again. There's a 14 hit.
14 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes! Okay. That is 8 slashing.
How do you kill this bat? Wait,
Let's go!
Wait. I've always wanted to do this on a stream. How do you want to do
Okay.
this?
Let's go!
Child.
Fucking go!
Let's fucking go. How do you kill this bat?
Having both my shoulders are probably bleeding very nicely now. I'm probably looking a little bit disheveled. I'm bothered. I'm pissed. I'm done with this cave, even though we've barely been here longer than probably half an hour at this point. And kind of just this pent up rage and just this frustration that's kind of always kind of just under the surface of Umbra. He just will just loudly just kind of let out this little scream and just slash directly into the bat as hard as he can.
You let out this horrific guttural yell that seems to come from the very primal part of you. And your blade, again, seems to gain that silver edge as you bring it down. And for a second, you swear you can feel your teeth sharpen in anticipation. As you almost want to tear into this thing as it is. And you just watch it get split in half, drop to the ground. The pieces of it, oozing out black blood across the floor. Well done. Still not out of combat, however.
Uh-oh.
I've got movement now. Let's go.
Clear.
For now. kind of like taking like a split second to kind of like compose myself. This like very composed mask comes back on, and I kind of turn back to Wick with this almost like just like sinister smile, and I'm just like, well, now that's done with, we best get out of here. And I kind of like, with the complete disregard of what's around me, like I don't care if I'm going to tread on any remains. I'm going to start moving, going as far as I can within like with my full movement speed, which is 30 feet. So I'm going to go 30 feet back towards I guess is this like a dead end, right?
So there's
like a dead end.
It's basically a tunnel. So on one side you have the watery area that you heard water falling before. On the other is the side that you came in through.
Okay, so I have a question for Wick quickly before I decide what direction I'm going in. Are we going in further or are we going back out?
I think we want to go in further.
Further? Okay, I just wanted to check before I made my decision. I guess does that mean we'll be going into the water?
If there's
I guess, unless there's like any. Sorry?
If there's enough water for it, like if there is a big lake there, then yes, probably.
Is the water the direction that we need to go in? Is what I mean. Is like, are we?
That's the direction we're heading. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will go that way and go into the water and just kind of start moving as far as I can within 30.
So you bound forward, and indeed, as you kind of get to the end of this tunnel, you look at it. It's a smaller cavern than you were expecting, but it appears to have a kind of a lake side to it, like an underground lake to it. And to the left is this very malformed human, kind of sitting on what appears to be a pile of bones, just like not in a throne shape. It's literally just like a mound of bones here that it's sitting on, and it kind of looks up at you, and like one eye is sunken down almost into the socket. The mouth is stretched wide in a rictus grin, and it kind of sees you, and his eyes narrow. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
Can I give him the bird?
Yes. Yes, you can.
I'm just kind of like, are you done messing with us now? And then I'm gonna end my turn.
Which immediately leads to its turn. With
Oh no, I messed it up.
Oh no.
watch like this bony protrusion. Like this might get a little bit gross, by the way. So if
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Please tell me. But it lifts its hand, and you watch as the bones move before the skin does, and it almost seems to pull out of the skin as it pulls its hand up and places it forward. You feel this tremor underneath you, and a thin crack that has led from where the bones are over to the cave entrance widens suddenly, and you hear the sound of cracking stone all the way down that tunnel. Wait, I'm going to need
How
you
vividly
to
I
make
pictured.
a dexterity saving throw as rocks begin to fall.
This is it for me. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Like, I did not think you were going to say the fucking tunnel, but okay. Sure.
That's a 7.
Okay. Fortunately, it's only a couple of rocks. It's not any of the big ones just yet. But you are going to take some damage. Fuck me.
I knew this was going to happen when I stayed in the tunnel.
That is 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a rock lands
Okay.
across your shoulder. Unfortunately, there's another one. Okay, good news. Good news is only 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And it's the second one that hits your shoulder. But you managed to mostly avoid the bigger ones, and you can see above you thicker parts of the roof are beginning to fall. Fortunately, that brings us to your turn. What are you doing?
I am going to head into the watery cavern.
You make your way forward, like feet barely touching the ground, and you're like, shit. Rocks still falling behind you. Should probably get you to make another dexterity saving throw as you get to the end, as they are still falling around you.
Big money.
Okay.
No whammies.
14.
That just makes it.
Okay.
So half damage.
When I hear a succeed, it's like half damage, and I'm like,
Okay, so you would have taken 6 damage. You take 3 points of damage instead.
Okay.
But you do make it into the cavern. A lot more worse for wear.
Okay. Do I see this bony guy?
Yes, you do.
How close is he to us?
He is about 30 feet away from
30 feet. That's not close enough. How much movement do I have left? Because I have 30 feet of movement. How much would I have expended?
Get out of that.
20 is. How deep is this water that we're in?
You're not currently in water. It is to your right. You're currently sitting
Okay.
on stone.
So could I just walk 10 feet towards this guy?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. I think I've got to. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to walk my remaining 10 feet towards him, which will put me 20 feet from him, which is just close enough to cast Wither and Bloom around both of us.
Okay. So that is a Constitution saving throw from him.
Yes.
get to lose HP.
4 hit points. 4 hit points. It got a 4.
4 to save. That will fail, so he's going to take 9 points of necrotic damage. I'm then going to expend one of my hit dice. And I'm going to regain 9 hit points.
Nice. Very nice.
Which brings me from 2 back up to 11, so I'm over half now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But that, I think, is all I can do this turn. So that'll be me.
Yeah, so you're about 20 feet away from it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It kind of tilts its head in this very horrid motion. And you see a faint smile start, but it's like the lips almost retract, but it's forgotten the rest of the smile part, so it's just baring its teeth more than anything else. Umbra, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Those chompers away, sir. Wait, how far away am I from him? So I don't know if I'm closer than.
You stopped outside the tunnel, so you're about 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Shatter again.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So that is a what save from me?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that is a 15.
He'll take half damage. Don't have a silvery butt. No, I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. He takes 10 under damage. Well, 5 because it's half.
Okay, so there's this horrific crack of sound, and it's just, and you see the bones around this thing just pulverize, basically. It seems to almost dust itself off. It's going to stand up. You see again that the bones seem to move before the flesh does. Like it's a very badly fitted skin suit. As it stands up, lowers its arms out to the side. But you still have the rest of your turn. What are you doing?
Much more I can do apart from. Guess who's gonna give? I can give bardic inspiration to the same person, right?
Yes, because I've
I'll
used
use
my
it.
inspiration now.
Yeah, as long as they don't already have bardic inspiration, you can give it.
I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration again.
Thank you.
Do my little. I see this man stand up. being really grim. And I'm just gonna be like, just little dance to invigorate. like, interesting. Anyway, Shakira. I don't really know. Wait, so the cracks, by the way, have they reached us yet in this position?
The cracks went past you into the tunnel. It was like a direct line from this creature to the tunnel. So the cracks have gone underneath towards you.
Fuck. Okay. So he's 30 feet away from me, roughly. I will move 10 feet. Because I'm wondering if I move closer, because I'm assuming the rocks are kind of falling down in a kind of chasing us fashion.
It's more that the tunnel is collapsing.
I'll move 10 feet forward, and that's all I'm gonna move. And I will end my turn. Very nervous.
That will bring us to its turn. It's going to step down. You hear the crunch of bone as it makes its way almost leisurely towards you. It gets about 10 feet away from you, and you feel this pervasive aura hit you, like a horrible stench of an open grave just wafting over you, and you feel sick to your stomach as it tilts its head. This is my can't have it. Those miners tried to take it from me. And it gestures towards the water, where you can see it is quite crystalline clear. But there is some strange shimmer now over it that seems almost miasmic. And it
must have dropped.
Reaches up and is going to it is going to move 15 feet. So it's going to be 5 feet in front of you and is going to make a multi-attack as it...
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, it's going to die.
Thankfully, the first one is a 10.
Who is it attacking?
Me.
Umbra.
Okay.
The second one, however, is a 16. Is that it?
Maybe a little bit.
Switch out my dice. Because that was another 6.
Wait, so I took 6 damage?
Yep, as its claws... So, here's the curious thing for you. It does not appear to have any claws. Its fingers are gnarled and human. However, when it lunges and claws at you, your skin splits as if it has been rent by the claws. You could feel them. But that is its
Ow.
turn.
Oh, would you look at that? I've been impaled.
Quick!
I've been slashed.
What are you going to do?
I can heal myself on next turn.
Okay. Am I next to this figure?
You're about... you're about 10 feet away from it.
Okay. I will move another 10 feet away from it if I can.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a smart idea. I don't know why I moved closer.
Well, on your next turn, you can attack with weapons.
True.
I'm going to Mind Sliver again.
No, I can't. It's not here.
Okay.
So I'm going to need him to make an intelligence saving throw.
Let me just double check the stats for that. Okay, that is a 14.
Ah, that's cringe. Yeah, that'll succeed.
Again, as you kind of send this sliver of your mind towards them, the same presence that kind of interfered with you with the bat seems to shield this thing.
Okay, well, that will be my turn, unfortunately.
Okay. Umbra. You're up. What are you going to do?
I have an idea, but it might be risky. I have
What's
an
your idea?
I know a spell that every bard knows called Charm Person. Is this creature humanoid? Is it humanoid? You said it's got very human features. Is it humanoid?
It is not classified as
Okay, thank God, because like thank you for telling me that, because we all know what happened the last time I tried to trap something that I thought was humanoid and wasn't.
Yeah.
So
This guy's undead,
okay, never mind.
probably.
Okay, I can't use that then. Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
Right, here's the thing. No, you're good. I'm glad you let me ask. That was thank you for not being like, oh, you tried to charm it, it's not humanoid, you're gonna take damage again. I appreciate very, very gracious. This is the thing. I want 9 hit points. Do I want to heal or do I want to attack?
That is
Oh,
entirely up
that's a
to
good
you.
question.
Like, can I do one or the other?
That is
I'm
a
kind
good
of
question.
leaning more towards attacking. I'm gonna be right.
Yeah, hopefully if we can take out this guy before he can take out us, we won't need to heal.
You know what? I've never really, I'm usually very reserved. Like, I've got to heal. I'm gonna do it this one time. It's probably gonna bite me in the ass. I'm gonna do my own multi attack. You know.
Alright, go for it.
So,
Roll to attack.
Come on.
we're not gonna pay attention. I got a nat 1 for
Oh
a
no.
total of 5.
Go to swing and it basically just backhands the side of the blade. Kind of pushing it away.
I'm gonna try again. Considerably better. 19.
That'll hit. Do some damage.
Big money.
Not big money. It's only a 4 on
Okay.
slashing.
So, okay. So, how much damage was that, sorry?
Only 4.
You cut into this thing, and you watch. It's strange. It's almost like it's. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. It's almost like it happens wrong. So when you slash with this thing, it cuts, and then a second later the cut appears, and then a second after that the blood begins to flow. Almost like it was like, oh, I was injured, I need to show that.
I think there's an illusion here. It's something I would say if Wit could talk.
It's a shame that my speed is not greater than 0, because I could have tried to jump out of an opportunity attack, but like I don't think I can really feasibly work around that.
I mean, your speed hasn't been reduced by anything, has it?
Yeah, no, you can still move.
Oh, so like
that
this is when
something else.
oh no, wait, what was it? Wait, I might have rabbit hop, sorry. It's not lucky footwork, rabbit hop. Bonus action, I can jump 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. You can only use this trait if your speed is greater than 0.
Yeah, so you're fine.
I mean, your speed is 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you had your speed reduced or used up all your movement, you wouldn't be able to do it, but you can now.
So that means like, yeah, if you were restrained or grappled or something, you couldn't use it.
Oh, can I rabbit hop, bonus action rabbit hop 10 feet back?
Yeah.
Wait. I just kind of like, so for people who don't know, I do have like Harrigan feats, little peats, you know? So you know how like, I don't know, like he does almost like he like bounces like both his feet and like kind of like jumps and kind of does maybe like a little flip in the air because he's a little stylish man. And then he'll go back 10 feet and then I will move. I still have my movement speed.
Yeah.
This might be a bit dangerous, but then I'm going to move a further. Wait, so he can. I'm going to move 20 feet back just so he's safe.
Okay, if you do that, you're going to end up in the water.
As in, like, deep water, or I'm just in the water?
What you can see, it'll probably be about knee height. It looks like it gets deeper as you go, though. So.
I know that there's probably something wrong with the water, but at this point, I'm going to get downed either way, so I'm just going to move into the water. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk. I'm not smart, okay?
As you enter the water, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
I knew it was coming. That's a 16.
Okay. So, this is kind of what happens in your mind's eye. As you step into this water, you feel this almost like a viper rising up. And that same tarnished, tacky gold thread seems to almost rise from the water. Not in reality, but this is kind of a visual thing for what's happening. It lunges towards you and tries to wrap itself around you, and you manage to move away, and it goes like wide. You're not sure if you'll be able to do that again. But for the moment, you are fine, and it has not latched onto you.
I'm gonna get ill. No.
You're gonna get hot people disease.
I'm gonna get hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Umbra would be down for that. You know, hot people disease. I will end my turn.
Okay, that brings us to its turn. It kind of tilts its head, seeing you in the water, smiles like it forgot how to, and then turns its attention to you, Wick.
Uh-oh.
Hi, girl. Thank you for the raid. It is
Yo.
going to slowly make its way over to you,
Oh.
and is going to make a multi-attack. Thank you, PG.
You're good. You're good. Do my mod
That is
duties.
a 14.
14 will just miss.
Yo!
Nice.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so its first swing goes wide, and you kind of just like, oh shit. The second attack, that is going to be a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay. Good news. It's only 4 points of damage. As it kind
Okay.
of, again, you don't see claws, but you feel them gouge across your skin. You can still hear the rumble of stone as it continues to fall in that tunnel. But that is its turn done. So, what are you going to do, Rick?
Okay, seeing that I'm in a tight spot here, I'm going to reluctantly unshutter the lantern at my side, revealing the flickering blue soul flame within, and magically send a gout of flame over this this grim-looking skeletal spellcaster as I cast Burning Hands.
Okay, so I need to make a dex save for that?
Yes,
Good news. It got a 3.
that'll fail. Okay, big money.
Big money.
Big money.
Big money.
Don't forget you've got bardic inspiration.
Unfortunately, I can't apply that to damage rolls.
Okay.
That's okay, because I rolled decently. That is 13 points of fire damage.
Ooh. I'm the DM, by the way. 13 points. Fucking hell. All right. It is, again, there's this moment where you see it wash over it, and there's this moment where it remembers that it's supposed to be hurt. So you watch in slow motion, almost like burns appear across its face, bubbling flesh starts to like form and then melt as it kind of recoils from the heat. It looks pretty bloodied at this point, but you're not sure how accurate that might be.
I think that's all I can really do at the moment,
That's fine.
fortunately.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. Umbra, please make me another Constitution saving throw.
Not me getting like. Has anyone else watched Who
Actually-
Framed Roger Rabbit?
Actually, you know what? I should have you do it at the end of your turn if you're still in the water. So don't do it now. If you're still in the water by the end of it, run your
Oh, thank you. The response to that, kind, very kind. Okay. That like thread. Wondering if it's like an enemy, but it didn't have a turn. So. Wait, how far away? Sorry to ask this again. How far? Oh, I don't have.
Well, you were 30 feet away from him, but he's closer now because he would have had to move closer to me to attack.
He's about, I would say he's about 20 feet from you, possibly less, probably 15.
It's like I have an idea for something to figure out a way to strategically maneuver as
would-
to not.
I would recommend getting out of the water for a
Yeah,
start.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But so I have Thunder Wave. So is there any space like? Is there any way I could like move around and get within 15 feet like behind him, so then I don't catch Wick in my spell, because it's I have to touch myself and then it's a 15-foot like cube.
Yeah, you have 30 feet of movement. You could move to the point behind it. About you could move 15 feet to get to it. 15 feet. Yeah, so you could move about 20 to 25 feet and just have it on the edge of your thunder wave.
Awesome. Am I still in the water at that point?
No, you will have moved out of the water.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Now, if I remember correctly, Thunderwave has one of my favorite descriptions in that it describes a very sharp-edged cube of thunder. Just lovely, fine edges, just cube of thunder. Am I right? Is that the correct spell?
A wave of thunderous force shoots out from each creature in a 15-foot cube origin. It might. Oh yeah, 15-foot cube.
Yep.
15-foot cube of thunder.
Yeah. There's this horrible resonating in the air as you unleash this thing. What do I have to do?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is a 2.
Let's go.
Get fucked. Okay. It will on this. It will take. It's going to take some damage. But it will also be pushed 10 feet away from me. In addition, unscrewed objects that are complete within the area of effect automatically push 10 feet away by the spell's effect. And the spell emits a thunderous boom audible to about 300 feet.
Ooh, you guys
just so you're aware.
Deafening,
Let's go! He takes 4. I think it's like 4 points thunder damage.
You see this
By thunder!
reach inwards, clapping its hands over its head. It is looking mortal. So you
Is he?
10 feet
Hey, wait,
away
I think you can
10
finish it
feet.
off.
Yeah.
So I would say you can push
Sorry
him
if that's
past
10 feet closer to
Wick.
you, Wick.
He's basically right in
Yep.
front of Wick. He was within 5 feet of Wick. So I would
I'm
say
sorry,
you allow it
Wick.
to kind of push it past him, if you want.
Just be like, just kind of tell and kind of yell at them. Like I quickly kind of like make a motion to be like, move, quick, so they can hopefully like dodge in time.
I will. Yeah. I don't want to collide with the skeleton man.
Nice. And I kind of put like a good like thumbs up at them, like you did good, you did good, you did good,
Alright. So,
you did good, Moth.
Does that put him in the water or just a bit closer to it?
he is on the edge of the water.
Wait. Oh, he's too far from me, I think. Yeah, I was gonna say if I could have, it would have been really funny to basically have used something to kick him. Anyway, no, I think that's everything I can. You haven't used your bardic inspiration yet, have you?
No.
Okay. I will end my turn now.
Okay, that brings us to its turn. There's this horrible sound of bones resetting in flesh as it kind of like shuffles its shoulders, tilts its head. That hurts. You want to
surprised you
save
get
this
to-
town so damn much? Save them. And it's going to throw its hand out over the water, and you see black magic begin to form at its fingertips and begin to drip down.
Oh no, we pushed him to the source. He's goaded with the source.
You don't know what he's doing, but you imagine you do not have a lot of time. If this is indeed the town's water source. So, that is going to move to your turn, Wick. What are you doing?
There's very little I can do. Except, pretty much all I can really do is cast Mind Sliver at this point. Unless, you know what? Seeing that the situation is quite desperate, I'm going to pull out my dagger from my belt and make an attack with my dagger.
Yo!
You're,
Can you use
you would
bonus
have to move.
persuasion?
You would have to move closer to him to do that.
Oh, that's true. I'm going to throw my dagger at him.
I'm going to throw my.
Make a range attack.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration. 16.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, that's a whopping 3 points of piercing damage.
That's still 3 points.
It's still 3 points, yeah. Better than the 0 points it would have done if he succeeded on his save against Mindslaver.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why is Sparrow looking like that?
Sparrow laughing. I'm really nervous. Wait, what? Wait, you get 3 hit points?
Did you say how do you want to do this?
No fucking shot! No
Oh my
shot.
god.
You had 3 hit points!
That fucking thunder wave took out so much of his health. It's like just chipping down. I'm sitting here. He's got 2 hit points left. Okay, and then fucking 3. He gets taken out with a dagger. How do you do it?
Go away. We love them.
There's a moment of hesitation as I look at the blade and I'm really reluctant to throw it, but I see him. I see the obvious peril we're in and the dark magic. He's casting over the water supply, and I close my eyes, fling the dagger directly at his face between the eye sockets.
Amazing.
The dagger goes end over end over end, right into the center. And as it hits, it's almost like something begins to melt away, and underneath is something a lot more horrifying than just a bag of bones. You see long, dark, strangly hair kind of dripping down with wet, black ichor. A bedraggled face with the side of its cheek torn open, exposing sharp, pointed teeth, wrinkled features, and a gnarled kind of stature. As you see, its hand is indeed clawed in a terrible way. As it kind of rocks back from the impact, and you hear it kind of hiss out as his body begins to drain of life. No! This was mine! It was supposed to be mine! As it collapses, one hand in the water. And lays
Oh,
down.
we need to pull it out the water, I think.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm going to rush over,
Too.
retrieve my dagger, and move the body away from the water supply.
I'll help you move it too.
So,
I'm just gonna be like, ours now! We own this! This is our cave!
it is at this point, as you kind of drag it away from the water, you remember what Olisiah said, that a remnant of whatever was cast in this would be the only way to cure it. Be that blood,
we take the-
flesh, dust.
Should we just carry the body back with us? Give it to Osira and be like, this is the thing that was causing the issue. Here you go. Don't know what you need from it. Want a tooth? I can try and help carry it. I'm not that strong, but it might be a 2 minute.
I'm gonna
Oh.
sort of put a hand up as if to like stop you. I'm gonna shake my head and sort of wrinkle my face up.
But as in, like, don't touch the body?
I'm going to sort of gesture to the world, vaguely to the world above, and I'm going to point at the body, and I'm going to mime the face of someone who is horrified.
Oh, so you don't want us taking it out in fear of us disrupting the fellow townsfolk? Okay, well, I guess worst comes to worst, we can always send Osaya back down here. Can I just really quickly cast Cure Wounds on myself?
Yes, you can. And interestingly enough, that now that the foul aura is gone, your magic doesn't feel as burdened, right?
Nice, I
Spell
got back.
seems to pass
I got back 8 from that, so I'm feeling pretty good now. Feeling a little bit better. Still mildly perturbed by being attacked so many times. But okay. Do I have anything with me that we could use to?
Does this creature seem to have blood?
Yes.
Oh wait, how injured are you, by the way? Quick.
Pretty badly hurt.
I'm gonna pull out the potion that she gave me, and then if you drink that, then we can use that as a vial to take the blood back with us. So I'm gonna hand you the
I already
potion she gave us.
I'm actually going to reach into my bag and produce some vials of my own.
Okay, I'll give you the potion anyway. You should probably take this. Heal yourself up a little.
I'll shake my head and give a weak smile and just sort of push the potion back towards you.
Why you refuse my gift?
I would like to crouch down to where the pull the dagger out of where the knife left a wound, and I'd like to use one of the vials from my alchemist supplies to try and collect some of the blood that's flowing out.
While you do that, can I go back to the pile of bones and search around the pile of bones?
Yep, roll me an investigation check. I would say you'd be able to get the blood. While it is kind of gross, there is a lot of it, and you have time, so I'm not going to make you roll for it. You are able to collect 2 vials of curiously brackish blood.
I got a 12.
As you look through these bones, a couple things stand out to you. One, some of these are recent. Some of them have been gnawed clean, which is kind of unpleasant. The thing that gets you, though, is a couple of the bodies have scraps of what appear to be military uniforms on. Maybe they were miners? And underneath it, as you kind of dig through, you do come across a small, shiny, bird insignia. But that's it.
That's fine. I know, pretty bad. I'm gonna collect the scraps and the insignia and kind of wrap them together and put them into my satchel. Just in case, someone like Osira or someone probably might recognize it, or just someone might appreciate it, if a loved one's been picked clean, at least having something to bury, if it is just an insignia, might be more than enough. So I'll kind of put it into my satchel and kind of make my way back over to Wick.
What was the insignia on the note you found last session? That wasn't a bird, was it?
What was the insignia on the No.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And I was left with some bird feathers, which one is currently hanging off my back with my little star point thing.
Yeah.
I do not forget. But yeah, I walk back over to Wick and kind of stand there awkwardly, maybe inspecting my blades, as I kind of just wait for them to finish.
Oh, I will stand up. I'll sort of prop the body up against the cave wall, sort of on the far side, away from the pool of water itself, and I'll sort of dip my head slightly and turn away.
I observe this, and I kind of would just look at you and just kind of tilt my head to the side. Not a big fan of fighting in death. I hazard to guess.
I shake my head.
I remember when I was like that, and I kind of give Wick a kind of reassuring pat on the shoulder, and just decide to turn around and start walking back up the tunnel.
It isn't little bit harder to get out of here now that some of the rocks have been fallen. There's like more debris. But given you're not being chased, you have time. I would say you're able to pick your way through it. It's just going to take you a little bit longer. And honestly, it's probably a good place to end the session as you're heading back up towards the outpost. Because I know that you have an appointment or something in an hour, PG. So I want to give you time to get away from that. So there we go. Well done on surviving, and congratulations on completing the first combat of Taeves'
First
Oh, yeah.
combat, first crit. We
Hell yeah, we
finished the guy
Yes.
on fucking 2 HP.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
That was amazing. I was just like, like 3 points is better than none. Fucking 2. Absolutely iconic.
The funny thing was that was minimum damage as well.
Yeah. But yeah, thank
What a
you.
great session.
That was incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad you had fun. I was really worried because I'm like, I have to somehow make this fun for 2 people, and
That is
like,
great.
not make it feel like I'm distracting you guys, I guess. So
No, it's good. It's good. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna save the town.
hell yeah. Alrighty. Let's snooze the ads. So let's find us somebody to raid. If you guys have suggestions, happy to do that. But we will be live again.
Did someone say raid? Shadow Legends? This stream is for...
I just took 20 psychic damage from that. I am now downed. Start the saving throws.
Okay, so this stream will be live again on the 22nd of December, I believe. Assuming everybody is free for that, I will be double checking after the stream. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you had fun. I'm a little exhausted at the moment, but that's just how it is, I guess. Let us find you somebody to watch, shall we? Ooh, first 5E stream. Shall we go say hello? Oh god, I can see myself.
Let's go.
No! Oh no! No!
That's scary.
Okay, let's get that name because I have to do it. I know I cut the sound, it's just starting to glitch out on me, so. No, that's the wrong one. What am I doing?
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank
yeah,
you,
I was going to do that in a second.
everyone.
I promise.
No, I wasn't like trying to do your job for you. Sorry, I just wanted to
No,
say
no.
thank you. And
Yeah.
thank you, Sparrow, for
Thank
that
you,
great session.
Sparrow.
I'm
It
glad
was
you
always
had
so much fun to be in your sessions.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna queue up the raid. I'm gonna open up their stream so that I can see them. And I will give my little outro. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be live next Wednesday with some Final Fantasy, so if you're interested in joining me for that, that'd be great. If you haven't already joined the Discord, do feel free to do so, as you will be able to get access to the shitpost channel that my players use the entire time we play D&D. I can only ever check it afterwards, though, because I get distracted otherwise. So, make sure you eat food, drink water. You can eat water, have some popsicles. Don't lick the demon that you summoned to piss off your neighbors. Because, as we all know, consent is consexy. And I will see you all next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.